welcome back.
No, it's alrighty. It's alrighty. You gotta keep in character.
I gotta mix it up every now and then, you know.
Gotta keep in character, DM.
So welcome back to Slanted Dice. Before we get started, quick word for our sponsors. One being AmbientRealms.com. Check out our friends over there. They have some amazing ambiences which are running right now in the background, actually, I believe. We've been using them for the swamp sounds as well, where you guys are currently in. Also check out easyrollerdice.com. We are currently, if you're hearing this, you might be lucky because it might be the same day the giveaway is ending, which we're currently hosting. So you can find all information we've got going with them on that and on all of our other social media stuff over at linktree/slanteddice. That's linktr.ee/slanteddice, and you'll find all our links to Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram, as we say in German, schieß mich tot, over there. Okay, yes, last session. None of you have stepped forth and taken the pledge to do a recap. Or do we have any volunteers?
No. Kader did. We heard him before.
That's nice.
Kader mentioned it.
Kader's going to give us a nice little recap of what happened last session.
Oh, and wonderful.
And he's sober.
Okay.
Even though I pledged for Blackwater.
Hey, I was sleeping. I wasn't there, so screw it up.
Okay,
so
I guess...
Kader, what happened last session?
I think the main occurrence was meeting, finally, this Anders Solmor. We'd previously found one of his advertisements, showcasing that he was in need of a band of arms to explore some haunted house. So we went to his place to get a little more information. And all the information he provided it was similar to the usual hearsay that we'd previously heard. But the interesting thing was his colleague or associate Scaring Wave Chaser. We were aware that his father was died when he was very young, or it never met him at all, right? Mm-hmm. And then recently his mother had died, and this Scaring Wave Chaser character seems to be almost... We perceived that he was using Anders for his wealth and his fleet.
Yeah, so the opinions have not been quite
exactly
made up on that within your party.
But the suspicion was definitely there, so it was a notable event. And then we started making our way north to explore this haunted house, and it was just getting late. I think we entered this Hool forest or some such place.
Yeah, the Hool Marshes is where you're at currently.
Yeah, the Hool Marshes. And we decided to call it a rest as it was getting dark and
you don't need to play it down. You got fucking lost. It wasn't like you made your way north through the Hool Marshes towards the house, and no, without a proper guide or information, you got lost.
It's not my
we
fault.
ventured off track slightly.
Not my fault.
No need to be dramatic,
Oh, it's drama time tonight, baby. All the way through.
But that's it. There was also mention of this mysterious girl who had died. She'd been kind of murdered, stabbed potentially, and
there was a corpse that washed up in Salt Marsh, and you investigated her body as well.
Correct.
Together with Alton's father.
Yeah, at the Temple of Marissa, was it?
Yeah.
Temple of Marissa, yes. So there seemed to be a struggle there with some other human, because we found flesh under her fingernails, and it was not her flesh. So there's some suspicion around this case as well. So all in all, like Dread Parish is living up to its name. This is not a holiday destination. And I think Freon had some interesting dreams again too. You know, more like bodies and frantically running amongst these pine trees and some faceless creature. Who knows what this means?
Well, it means that our poor dwarf is not getting any sleep. That's what it is. Poor guy.
Yeah,
Poor guy
took over the, as you guys now bedded down within the Hool territory of the Hool Marshes, since after you've gotten lost, Freon took it upon himself to take over the second watch after Branwell finished his first, and he heard some whispering, laughing, grunting, some conversation going on somewhere in the vicinity, and not really like being able to make out everything. He went ahead and flung an eldritch blast into the swamplands ahead of him where he thought these creatures to be sitting.
But what do you mean not really being able that there were words of like burn them, kill them, slice them?
Yeah.
That's
good enough for me.
We are coming to right now. So I need you guys to
correct. It was 2 eldritch blasts.
Yes.
I
need you guys now to all roll
The
for
duo
initiative
of blasts.
as we start this off. Let me get my battle notes out here. You guys are already in roll 20, right?
Good enough.
Oh no! Oop, sorry. Let me do that very
Alright, so
fast.
let me
Do that on the side here.
get you guys over here.
Mm.
So we have, where are they? There we go. Alrighty, so I'm using new dice tonight, so let's see how we're gonna fare with this one. Not
Hopefully.
good at all. Not good
Good
at all.
for
That's what I like to hear.
Good.
Terrible
Not
dice
good
for
at
the
all.
for the
Terrible
DM.
dice rolls for the DM starting out. Oh jeez, no, not good at all. All right, so we have 25 to 20.
Oh, I didn't roll yet. All right.
Not good at all for you either.
One moment. Good. Not yet.
Okay.
Do I get like a free shot with my Eldritch Blast?
No. But you and the
What?
you and
I'm
the
outraged.
I mean, yes, you get like
Yeah.
one free Eldritch Blast at the beginning of the whole encounter now, and you and they will go first before the others wake up, basically.
Alright.
Yeah, but Blackwater, I need you to roll as well, although you're not present currently
Okay, sure.
yet. So yeah, do we have 25 to 20? Nobody?
Nope.
20 to 15.
Yes.
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 17.
Okay.
15.
19 here as well.
Ooh, alrighty. Who has the higher? I mean, yeah, you can choose Blackwater and Tiala, whoever wants to go first.
I would say Tiala.
Kader, what did you roll?
14.
A 14, alright. Cool.
Everyone
So
in
we
double
have
digits, not bad.
I just needed a good night's rest. That's all.
So yeah, first of all then, Freon, I need you to roll an attack for me on your Eldritch Blast, as you heard these like cackling, laughing sounds and some conversation going on in the murky darkness somewhere in front of you. You fire out that first Eldritch Blast of yours, so go ahead. Roll an attack for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my kobold goblin skull thingy to reroll that one. Yeah.
Oh my! All right.
Gonna hang on. I need to find where can I roll here. Yeah, that's not really better. It's a 13 for the first one.
13.
And a 22 for the second one.
All right. So, clutching your kobold skull, struck by a bit of surprise and fear of what's going on, you hurled the first eldritch blast into the darkness, where you saw two sets of glowing little glints that kind of reminded you of like the glints the damp raindrops all across the area gave off, but these two were moving. So you assumed something's off there, and they might be the source of whatever it was you heard. The first Eldritch Blast goes straight towards you, flares up the area, and you see two hunched figures sitting there with, looks like rusty blades in their hand. One kind of having the scruffy, grayish beard that's a little bit bushy, but also missing parts in it. The other one, a smaller figure a little bit, not as big, a little bit more slender. All of them displaying these weird kind of like growths on their backs and parts of their upper body and arms, wearing ragged clothes on them as well. The first Eldritch Blast, shoom, just lights up the area, goes past them. The second one hits the larger fella. So give me a damage roll on that one.
11.
11, alright. So we have 1 and 2. Alright, so the first one hits him right in the shoulder. You hear this kind of coming from the bushes, and you now see with the faint like kind of like flames that have singed parts of the lush undergrowth where they were hiding is like still kind of giving off this life, and they both kind of like seem to make their way towards you now. The first one,
can I still shout something?
You can like still use your bonus action and also your movement actually.
All right. I would like to, because these are the ones that come in from the north, right? That
yes,
I
exactly.
shot at. So I'm gonna.
You did hear before we stopped last session. You did hear like a twig snapping somewhere in the darkness.
Yeah.
To the south.
I'm still gonna move around that large tree and go next to the trunk, so I'm have a bit of a cover from those two guys coming from the north. And I'd like to shout, we have visitors, wake up!
Okay. So that ends your turn. Then, first up, we have the burly fella who's going to make his way. Let me quickly check their movement. They should... Yeah, they have a standard of 30 feet as well. Now, looking around with the torch still kind of being the safe haven of light of where you put out your tents, where you've bedded down on this moist but sturdy ground of the swamp. It's kind of hard to make out the surrounding area because it's so dark and you don't see an immediate moonlight anywhere up above you. You do note, however, that there's several like patches of where there's just little bodies of water around. So if you want to go ahead and move through there, that will be considered difficult terrain. All right, so the first one, he will, let's see how far he can get. He's going to charge straight towards the camp from the north, make his way up here, and the other one will follow behind him. And you can now kind of still being so close to them, Freon, you hear especially the smaller guy behind him just giving off this sense of almost he's like very agitated and aroused almost by the whole situation. He's just like just running frantically almost into camp. You now hear more twig snapping from the back, and you see a bigger burly fella with a big one of his his right arm in particular seems a little bit larger than his left side, which is almost a little bit more shrunken, and he kind of like holds his little left arm towards him, while the other burly one is carrying this rusty piece of metal. He is making his way from the southern side of the camp, and you do see, strangely enough, that these Hool folk, as you would assume they are, kind of know their way how to traverse the swamp waters. He kind of like seems to be able to just jump from a little rock and piece here and there and make his way without too much issue towards the camp area where the tents are. And you see him just start to raise one of his blades, and he's going to make an attack against Kader in that case, where you are sleeping currently.
What a nice wake up.
With a rusted blade to the face.
My favorite. Who
Wake
needs a
up
good
call.
breakfast?
Favorite.
Just take a rusty blade to the chops.
Alright, so that is going to be at 23 to hit. There's the dice rolls I want to see. And he is going to slash you for a total of... That's only 4 slashing damage.
Okay, that's
And
reasonable.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Kader.
Okay, here we go.
Against rust.
It's a natural 20.
Alright, there you go.
Wonderful.
So-
Well done, Kader.
Kader, sleeping off the arduous trek you had from the long day through the swamps before, dreaming of the next opportunity where you would be able to sit back again in a nice reclining chair with a good book on studies of the arcane and a good glass, bottle of wine next to you. You suddenly are ripped from this beautiful dream, reminded of where you currently are. You hear shouting, some noises. You hear some shuffling right in front of your tent, and suddenly there's this big kind of rusty blade that's hacking through the backside of the tent, hitting you right in the upper arm. So yeah, that was 4 slashing damage you took. Alright, now that brings us to the normal initiative order. Who wants to go first, Blackwater or Tiala?
I would say it makes more sense for Tiala to start. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
I mean, I'm still at home asleep, so...
Yeah.
Are you asleep or on your way, or where is Blackwater at the moment? Is she still sleeping off?
I will tell you once it's
Well,
Blackwater's turn,
okay,
so
okay,
you decide
okay.
who can start.
Okay.
So Tiala, you going first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Alright. So you also awaken from there's something going on outside of camp. It's still dead of night. That's the first thing you notice, awakening from your trance. It's still not morning yet. It's still dark.
Yep, I'm gonna go. I don't know. Am I outside? Am I sleeping in the tent?
I don't know. How does Tiala usually sleep?
I've got a
Or
tent, so
meditate?
yeah.
Okay, then I'm guessing you just... The tent front just blows open and there's Tiala looking out. What the hell's going on? You know, with the morning, the curl thingy still in here. And
Morning face.
I don't have a morning face.
she looks as if she was born to fight at this moment.
Exactly. Yes.
You're actually not sure if she was sleeping at all.
There are 2 big ones and a smaller one. Did I get that right?
You see, basically there's, you see Freon cowering behind the tree. There's a big burly one who's kind of shuffling towards him with a little, slightly smaller figure, almost like crawling on all fours behind him. And there's something going on, like, on between the 2 tents south of you where Branwolf and Kadir are sleeping.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around and go to whoever looks more dangerous.
Probably the burly fella who's currently just charging into camp.
Yeah, then I'm gonna
He
run
would be the
up
first
to
one you would
him
probably see.
and while running turn into a cave bear and attack him, like flying, shape-shifting and jumping on him.
Alright, hang on. Where's my cave bear at? I don't have my cave bear. I do, however, have my usual... Oh, here, that's a... I have a black bear, which is fine for this case, so we'll just use that. I'm gonna put you over here, so you can fully... Coming out of the tent, you switch forms and suddenly just... This big... burly-looking cave bear is now standing. Is now standing in front of the bigger foe.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you doing?
I'm gonna multi-attack him first with a bite.
It's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm first gonna try to bite him.
Alright.
With a 22.
That hits.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the claw attack as well. That's a natural 20.
Oh, okay. So do the bite first, and then for the claw you can use 2 of the damage die.
Okay. So the bite is 3 plus 5. 8 damage.
Alright, 8 damage.
And I double the dice for the natural 20, right?
Yes.
So normally I have 2d6, so now I have 4d6, right?
Exactly. And then you add your bony on top of that.
14 plus 5, 17. Wait, no.
14 plus 5 is 19.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, gotcha. So first you bite into whatever this creature's flesh or skin is. It kind of gives off this just sickly looking green brownish tone almost. You see warts and other scarring in places as well, and then you just start to maul him while you have him in your grip. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. Yeah, maybe I can shuffle around a bit, so anybody who wants can attack him as well. Don't know, just
Sure. You can move your cave bear around still.
How do I do that?
Make a little bit, open up the space between the enemies and the tents.
Nope, can't move him.
You can't move him. Oh yeah, that's right, because the bear. I just put him in. Hang on, there we go. Now you should be able to.
Yep.
All right, then Blackwater.
Yes.
After you've heard, after awakening, and after your mother told you that your friends, equipping themselves with little more than just a few ragged cloths to traverse the Hool Marshes, went on ahead without you, without a guide, to try and find the haunted house and the following the small little northern path leading there through the marshes. You already knew this is bound to fail, and you make your way trying to find them. You spend most of the day traversing the paths, but given your the one or two things the rangers around Dread Parish Isle might have taught you of looking and finding and reading specific tracks. Your tracking abilities aren't the best, but you're definitely sure they must have ventured off the path somewhere. So you push through the night, trying to find where your friends have gotten lost in the marshes, and you do at some point deep in the night spot this flicker of a faint little torch burning somewhere, or perhaps it's a campfire, and you make your way there. As you approach, there's some shouting you faintly hear. I'm just gonna move you down here for the second, because this is where you're basically going to stumble upon what you see is a makeshift camp of some sort. You recognize the tents as those being those of your dear friends. You see a big-ass cave bear who's currently wreaking havoc on something, and you do hear voices and shouts that definitely do not belong to your compatriots, but you're guessing, oh shit, the Hools have found them.
Okay. So I start super far away, basically, from the group.
Yeah, you start down there. And you also remember traversing the watery areas in the swamp is difficult terrain, so it costs double your movement.
Oh, crap, okay. Is it fair to say that I come equipped with the blowgun already in hand?
Yeah.
As I heard.
You immediately, you got a bad feeling and just took that ready to fire. Perfect. At any given point.
Perfect. In that case, I would... Wait, how far does a blowgun go? So I would go 25... Oh yeah, okay. Difficult terrain is basically half speed, right?
Yeah, so double the movement. Like 5 foot within difficult terrain would equal 10 foot.
And 25 would equal 10, I assume.
Yeah, I mean right now you're still like partly on land, so you can like move up to here, which would be like 10 feet, and then you can move here, which would be another 10, and that would be it.
Right, yeah, okay. In that case, I'm gonna do...
Because with 25 feet, there's only so much you can do.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, in that case, then...
So immediately you splash, waist high, as with your halfling height, into the murky and cold swamp water. You immediately feel muck that's starting to like drag on your boots, and you're trying to make your way through the soggy water.
I'm surprised I don't have to swim, to be honest, but yeah. I use my main action to dash.
Alright. Make it to the next island.
Yeah, basically, and I don't know if it's possible to do this in a stealthy way so that no one really detects me, especially the Hool monsters.
Sure, you can roll a stealth check for doing everything here. And you would have to use your action to like actively hide.
True. Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, but I can't.
But you can like still try and move stealthily if you roll a stealth check for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But that's just so they don't notice you. You're not hidden or anything unless you take the hide action.
Shit. Okay. It's a 5.
It's a 5, alright, so you just go in, trying to make your way through the tall grass growing out of the water, partly trying to make your way, and there's just all of you hear splashing sound coming from somewhere south of you, like southeast, and you're thinking immediately, oh crap, there's like more of them.
Elegant as a bear, yeah.
Alright, that brings us to Frion.
Right. So as Tiala is taking care of that big burly one, I can see the other that I don't know, golem-like thing.
Yeah, there's another
well.
one behind him who just like frantically laughing, crawling on all fours.
All right. I would like to cast Hicks on him first as my bonus action.
All right, on the smaller one.
On the smaller one, and give him disadvantage on on wisdom.
Okay, there's no roll, right, for doing hex?
For Hex, no.
Okay, disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Yes.
Alrighty, so
And-
let's mark him down.
Then I'd like to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Dissonant Whispers, alright, so please
Yes.
introduce us to this one. I think you've never cast it before.
No, because it's a new spell. Gonna try something different now. And it's not gonna work, so I'm gonna go back to Eldritch Blasts. So basically I whisper a sort of discordant melody that only that guy can hear now.
Okay.
And that hurts his brain, more or less. That's what it is.
Alright.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage in this case.
Oh, and I casted it as a level 3 spell.
I see where you're getting at, alright.
Brain pain.
So that is going to be, with disadvantage, a 2.
Well, this is not enough. So he's gonna take some damage.
Alright.
Hang on. Where is it?
The rolls.
So he's taking 25 damage.
Jesus! 25?
Yeah. 3 of that is necrotic damage. The rest of it is psychic damage, I think.
Alrighty.
And he immediately must use his reaction to move as far as its speeds allow away from me.
Away from you, alright. So, you first hex the poor fella, and then you kind of concentrate on him, giving over your Dissonant Whispers spell. He immediately starts to like look around, and he starts ripping out the few strands of hair he has, and just like starts screaming, saying, "Ah, Malcolm, I hear her again!" And he starts dashing off into the night. So you said it was the whole speed. That's going to be 30 feet, then I assume.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you see him just like jumping wild in place, grabbing his head, slamming into undergrowth, and making his way off further away from you guys. Good, that brings us to Kader.
Okay.
Now in front of you standing this other large fellow with the small little arm clutched to his body, and the big one just hacking away at the backside of your tent.
Now, in Kader's books, that's an extremely rude awakening. And usually I'll play quite rational, I'll savor some spells for more extreme moments, but I'm just gonna go in with the fireball, I think. Oh no, actually I'll go with a magic missile for this guy.
Excuse me, that was firebolt, a bolt, right? Not fireball.
No, I did toy with the idea of fireball, the higher level, but actually the radius is
Standing right in front of you.
it's a little close for
I
comfort.
think the camp would be gone.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll tame it down and go for a magic missile.
All right.
And this is...
These are the ones that automatically hit,
that's it. There's no attack roll necessary. And there are 3 of them. I want to use all 3 on this guy.
Alright.
So here we go. The first one is a 4. So it's 3 d4s. Second is a 2. That's 6. Third is a 4. Nice. That's 10.
So 10 in total.
Yes.
Alright, so being awakened for this, you...
Excuse me, sorry. It's +3. Yeah, because there's 3 +1 force damage per die as well. So it's 13.
Gotcha.
Yep.
13 in total, alright. So you just quickly shock, concentrate. Remind me, is it a... No, never mind, because it automatically hits. It's not a ranged spell attack. So it doesn't matter if he's up close. So you just stretch out your hand, all 3 bolts immediately right into his chest, and he just stumbles back out of the tent a few feet. Alright, that brings us... no, you still have your movement. Is there anything else you want to do, or a bonus action?
No, so he moved back. How far did he move? Like...
just like he just took two steps back, but he's still engaged with you.
Okay. No, I'll stay engaged with him as well. Yep, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Then, I think we skipped Bramwolf.
I've got 17. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. You would have been after Blackwater and Tiala. That's my bad. So yeah, you go ahead and take your turn.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
well,
too much with BL and BR. I missed it in my notes.
With all this ruckus going on, and that makes me, of course,
what the hell's going on here?
Awakens from my slumber. I still have my curlers in. And I throw my teddy bear. I throw my teddy bear in the corner, grab Leroy and Jenkins, and instantly use my bonus action to go into a mindless rage because someone woke me up, which pisses me off to no end.
So let's mark you as raging.
Raging, yes. Let me get over to roll 20 so I can see it. There I am. Yes. Raging.
So yeah, coming out of the tent, you see immediately in front of you there's a bigger, burly looking one of these swamp men who's just hacking away at Kader's tent in this big flash of light, and he kind of like stumbles back a few feet.
Into my arms. I will call you victim. Okay, well then here I go, raging and equipped with
Leroy. So you have your attack and your extra attack.
Yes, so here we go with Leroy. Leroy is 14 plus 7, 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's nice. And
go ahead, roll damage.
Leroy does a nice damage. 5 plus 3 is 8. And we have the frenzy damage. That's 10 damage with Leroy.
Alright, and you go ahead and attack with Leroy again with the extra attack.
Yes. And that's a 16 plus 7. That would be 23 to hit.
That also hits.
And that is 4 plus 3 is 7. And does he get the frenzy on this too? Yes.
Yeah, as well, because with the extra attack, it's just 2 normal attacks.
So that's another 9 damage.
All right, that should be it then.
He's taking some hits there for sure.
Yeah, because you used your bonus action.
Yeah,
to
bonus.
enter the rage.
So I don't use Jenkins.
You don't use your offhand weapon, no.
And I'm not going to move. I'm going to stand there and just glare at him and says, "Bring it on, bitch!" Yeah, I'm not moving. I'm just going to stand there in all my barbaric beauty.
Okay.
With my curlers.
Yeah, so you just twice hack into this fella, and he just like kind of gives off this yowl, and you see just this fountain of blackish, murky kind of blood pouring out of his shoulder. Good. That brings us to the burly guy in front of Tiala. Let's see very quickly. Okay, so Tiala, you see him in front of you, pulling out a second dagger-looking weapon, more like a knife, not really a dagger. Both giving off this rusty kind of look. You see forming just this froth on the side of his mouth as he looks at you and around, and he just kind of like screams past you. Buddy, what's you're taking so long? They have a freaking bear. And he's gonna make 2 attacks on you with the knives. Oh no. Both, I think, do not hit.
As a bear, I only have an armor class of 12, so.
Okay, one's an 11, so that does not hit, but the other one's gonna be a 15 then.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, so the 15 hits, and you're going to take a total of 7 piercing damage from the first one. And you also now feel sort of like from the cut he did, with a little delay, there's this kind of like burning sensation on the side of your bear form, and you feel pulsating through there a searing pain as you take another 5 poison damage on top of that. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me as well, as a bear.
It's a 7.
7. Alright. Good. That concludes his turn. So Freon, remind me the guy who's currently jumping around in a wild frenzy in the Swamp Night. Is he going to redo his saving throw, or how long does the dissonant whispers?
No,
that was just the reaction.
That was
right?
just
Okay.
The reaction was for him running away.
Got it. All right. So he will make his way back to the camp. Let me see quickly. I keep forgetting these freaks of multi-attack. Alright, so he will be moving back again for his full movement. Going to bring him over here. And yeah, he's gonna make his way trying to flank you, Freon. So, after kind of losing him in the darkness, you suddenly just hear the pitter-patter of his feet and hands as he just kind of like splashing through the area next up to you. But that concludes his turn, and now we have the other guy who's going to use his attack on Kader once more. So he's going to take 2 strikes with his rusty blade. That is going to be an 18 and a 21 to hit.
For this, I will use... I'm going to cast Shield, which is a reaction spell.
As a reaction?
Alright. So it gives me +5 bonus to AC for this attack and any until my next turn.
Okay, so what's your AC right now?
One moment. 12.
12. So plus 5,
17.
that's going to be 17.
Indeed.
Yeah, but he's still with an 18 and a
yeah,
21. He's still... So you, as a reaction, just pop open shield, and you kind of just hear this scraping noise as the blade scrapes across it, but then just you see the arcane flickering, this membrane kind of in front of you just immediately shatter and break, and he cuts into you. For another, that is going to be... that is going to be 8 slashing damage for the first attack.
Yes.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again for me.
That's a 16.
16, alright. And the second attack is going to be another 5 slashing damage. And once more, another Constitution save for me, please.
That's an 11.
An 11, alright.
Yes.
Good. Then that brings us back to the top of the round to Blackwater and Tiala. You can choose.
Tiala, if you may.
Yes, then I'm just gonna attack the guy again.
Alright, the bigger one in front of you.
Yep.
The one with the 2 daggers. With your bite first?
Yeah, 15.
15 hits, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
6 damage.
6 damage.
And the claw
Okay.
is just a 9 to hit. So I guess that won't hit.
Yeah, the claw, he just like dashes, sidesteps out of the way, or to just get out of the way of you mauling him again. Because even for a bigger fella, he seems pretty slender and fit with these 2 knives he's juggling around. Anything else
Nope.
on your turn?
That's it.
Alright, then that'll bring us to Blackwater then.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna run towards the party because I don't think I'll be there on time for anything. Although none of the enemies are dead yet, right?
Nope.
Might be able to get.
Well,
one
you
hit.
only see... Yeah, your best guess is 2 to 3.
Okay. Right. 20. That's 10. 15. 25.
Nice.
Right, I'm approaching the southern isolated to next to Kadir and Branwolf, and
Alright.
after having used my action to dash, so I'm just gonna pick up one of my poison bottles and apply it to 3 of my blowgun darts.
Alright,
And just
so in a
greet the
frantic
others.
case, you just blop, 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 blop. Prepare your darts.
And that's it.
Leave a quick hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Okay, that brings us to Branwolf then.
All right. Well, I believe I will continue destroying this guy in front of me, hopefully. And still raging, I'm going to attack with my trusty axe, Leroy, which is
All right.
a 20 to hit.
That
Pretty
hits.
nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
5, since again, 8 and 2, that's 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty
Yeah,
rough.
well, then I'm gonna use that extra attack right away with Leroy, I guess, and then Jenkins, or do I do the offhand weapon first?
You can decide. No, actually do the extra
Yeah,
attack
okay.
first, since it's always part of your
Yeah.
action.
Oh!
Do the actions first and then
The
your bonus
first
action.
natural 20 today for me, which
Guy's getting
Alright.
butchered.
which means how does this work with the well,
You take double the
double the
damage
damage.
die.
Okay, so I got
Yeah. Just roll the damage die twice.
Oh, that's 9 plus 2. That's 15, and the damage from the frenzy. Believe it or not, that's 19 damage.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Well, I believe.
just arrived.
Yes, well,
At least you get to witness this
yeah,
spectacle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
glancing over and seeing, oh, Blackwater has arrived. I turn him around and with a slight grin, this is for you, cut with the blade of the axe, cut to the throat of this Hool, grinning to Blackwater, and then pushing off this worthless
All
body.
right, he just gives this stupid and confused look around, and before being able to say anything, you cut his throat.
Wow.
Is that how you
Personal
say hello in
execution
your
was-
area?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the way the skill things say hello, glad to see you.
And you just see like the blood splattering in front of onto the ground in front of
Yeah.
you. Anything else, Brandwolf?
Let's see, I still have an attack, but I'd have to move.
You still have your bonus
Yeah.
action technically.
I'm gonna go up and assist Freon up here with this little shit.
Right.
I'm going to use my movement and just go up here, I guess. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then use my bonus action for the bonus attack against this
So
this
you
guy.
run up to Freon
Yeah.
where the other smaller crawling dude is sitting around.
And that is 17 plus, and that is Jenkins has a 24 to hit.
24 hits, yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that is not that much. 4, 7, 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. He's also not looking that good anymore. You see, after the first few carvings he had on his skin, he's looking pretty bad. Okay, that brings us to Freon.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Toll the Deed. Toll the
Alright.
Bells. Damn it, I never
Toll the dead.
remember what's the correct. Yeah. So he has to do a Wisdom saving throw
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
And I think, yeah, you didn't take damage or anything, right, yet? Because
Nope.
Hex is concentration.
Yep.
We need to keep that in mind for you. Let me put a little, I don't know, here. This is concentrating. There's a little symbol on you there, so we can remember. That's a 4.
This is not enough.
Alright. So, he's gonna take damage.
He's gonna take, I think, psychic damage again. Well, he's gonna take 5 necrotic damage. Oh no, it's all necrotic damage. Yeah, 5
Okay.
necrotic damage from Hicks,
Mm-hmm.
and 10 necrotic damage from Toll the Deed.
Ooh, okay, that's enough for him as well.
Excellent.
Yep, he's also going
head,
down.
exploding head.
So with Toll the Dead also ringing in his ears, his last words being, I hear the granny again. And he just kind of runs around, and you see him starting to smash his own head on one of the nearby rocks until he just stays there lifeless.
I would like to use my bonus action to move
the
Hicks
Hex.
from him to the other guy standing next to Tiala.
Alrighty. So these twos are.
Yeah.
I can't click the frickin' thing because you keep painting over him. Stop doing shenanigans and roll 20. I know he's dead.
You didn't mark him as
No,
dead.
that's what
Well, yeah, now he is
Yep,
dead. You
we
marked
did.
him. That's
We did a
fine.
good job too.
I think it looks
Yeah,
excellent.
you definitely did. All right, that brings us to Kadir then.
So we got the dude to the north. He's left. Okay, yeah. You know, this Kadir's... He's had this sorceress power and he's hidden it for so long. He's finally got the power to explode with fireball usage. And he's just gonna go ahead and use it. So I'm gonna cast it just...
Okay, hang on. I need to quickly look up about the. This is my first fireball, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you gonna
Wonderful
blow up
mind.
the bear?
All of ours.
Yeah. certainly could.
So it's a 20-foot radius.
Indeed. So
A
I'm gonna.
radius sphere centered on a point. All right.
You're gonna blow up the bear.
Business.
No. I can cast it beyond the enemy, right? And just so he's on the extreme of the blast radius.
Yeah. So basically, if you it's within
Exactly.
a point, you can see it was.
It's got
It was a
100.
it was a 20-foot radius, right?
Yes, indeed. 20
What's
foot.
the
And it's got
the
a
range on it?
150
Oh,
foot range.
Perfect.
So it should be
Oh,
no
okay,
problem.
yeah, you should be fine then.
I'm just going to cast it and volley it over his head, over the bear. And
All right.
it's a rough
So you-
calculation in my kind of half drunken, half awake, slashed.
Half groggy
yeah,
state.
half
Just
garroted
kind of
as well.
licking your thumb, kind of just. All right.
But it's-
and hurling this big ass fireball that just lights up all of the swamp around you. You suddenly see just the immense vastness in the darkness for this brief moment where this fireball launches up almost like some sort of signal into the sky, and then hurls back down with this loud explosion.
Amazing.
There's just water, moss, bits and pieces of earth and dirt flying around, and you see the figure of this poor fella just being like immediately from the blast and fire singeing his backside. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Oh, so wonderful. Well, actually, to do that first, he will need to roll a dexterity saving
that's
throw.
right.
That's right, yeah.
Or else he's gonna
Determines-
take half
Correct, yeah.
of the damage.
Yeah. If he succeeds, then it's half damage, yeah.
That is an 11.
So, yes, he's successful. So it's going to be 4d6.
Oh, what's the DC on it? Or for you in this case?
For dexterity, 8.
Oh, it's only 8, so dexterity save of 8, okay.
Yeah. So he's going to be pretty unlucky, to be honest. So that's 4. That's 3, so 7. 5. 12, and finally. Oop. That's another 5. That's 17.
17.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take half of that.
Oh no, sorry. That is the half.
That's already half of that, okay.
correct. Yeah.
What's your... And the dexterity saving throw, that's your spell DC. So your spell DC is 8?
Oh, it's a spell DC. My bad. No, it's 19.
Well,
then in that
it
case.
said he has to do a dexterity saving throw, and that's always against your spell DC.
Ah, perfect. I thought it was against my dexterity.
No.
Excellent. Okay, so my spell casting, yeah, that's 19. So he failed.
Holy crap!
So in
19
which
spell DC?
So in which case I need to roll another 4d6 and add it to the 17.
Yeah, you always roll all of it, and then just either take half or the full thing. So yeah, we have 17 so far. So keep them coming.
Cool. 17. Oh, there's a 2. 19. Another 2. 21. 3. 24. And finally, a 5. 29.
29 damage. All right. How do you want to cinch this motherfucker?
Slight overkill.
Well, as the surroundings illuminated, so did Kader's expression. Up until this moment, he's felt like he's been buried in a coffin, alive, and now he's finally taking this fresh air, this sorcerous power being unleashed. He's got this manic expression upon his face, and I'm hoping, because it's been pent up for so long, this fireball just simply disintegrates this poor human into
All right.
nothingness.
Yeah, so you just see him, like, the eyes going wide as the first few flames singe his backside, and he just the flames curl around his body, and all of you immediately just turn away because the light and the heat are just so much to bear. you see on the whole area north of your camp where the fireball hit, there are these little embers burning everywhere, giving off faint light as everything dies back down as this last Hool is just, there's just this little charred bits and pieces of what might have once been a skeleton, perhaps.
Just 2 legs standing there.
Standing there.
Smoldering.
Exactly.
Did Kader go back to sleep?
Yeah, I think it's about time, isn't it? It's way too early for this.
All right, so yeah, Blackwater, you come back up to your fine friends amidst this sudden awakening in the middle of the night. All of you still feeling rather, I mean, yeah, Blackwater exhausted, pushing on through the night.
Do we notice that it's Blackwater?
I saw him.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him too.
Kadir and Branwolf saw him, this little halfling creeping up on them, and he didn't. He looked like too good for being one of the Hool members.
Before anything else, what do I know about the Hool Fever? How is it? Is it transmittable, so to speak, from these Hool monsters, or?
What you know of the Hool Fever is that its source is the Hool Marshes themselves. So the some sort of aerosol, some droplets that are causing it. There's something in the ground, and the Hool folk are called that because they make these swamps their home. They have been exposed so long to this Hool Fever and sickness, resembling it in the growths they display, and also the jittering and ragged kind of demeanor and behavior they have, and they are very contagious themselves, and that is why people tend to avoid the swamps and them especially altogether.
Okay,
I just bit one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to ask, is it contagious to I don't know, open wounds, just breathing? How does it?
It's contagious even just through breathing if you're exposed for it to too long. So your best guess, since you're not the doctor in the family, is that getting blood on you is probably not the best thing.
Well,
as well.
I guess we have to go get those.
I gotta wash my hands.
Those flowers.
The bear is trying to clean its mouth.
Yeah, wear a mask, kids.
Yeah.
I get out my.
Yeah, well, I mean, all of you have been wearing these cloth bandages around the most of your face so far. Tiala, since you've shaped into a bear, you've of course lost that.
I just cut some guy's throat and spilled his blood everywhere, and probably got some on me. But I mean,
and on Kadera, and
on myself, and everywhere. Holding him like a fountain. So I get out my Corona ration pack, which I have, and just kind of get out my disinfectant.
Oh man. Okay. So
as humanely as possible, you sit there trying to scrub yourselves off with a little bit of your are you using your water skins for that, or are you using the water from the swamp?
I'm going to, because I still have 2 vials of antitoxin, which I'm going around. It's a bluish antitoxin. I don't know where I picked this up once again. That's Brandwolf. I just take everything.
Probably far
way
past
the date. way thing. But I'm just gonna take that off my. I don't know if it'll help, if it has to be indigested or whatever, but it looks kind of like a bluish liquid. I have here 2 bottles or 2 vials of antitoxin. I'll just pass it around to the group, and maybe we can do kind of a scrub down. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I'm taking that off my list because I don't have to carry them.
Yeah, it won't be worse than Hool Monster Blood.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
so if anybody wants here, I'm gonna
I'll take some.
pass that around.
I'm gonna turn back into my human form and I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself. I don't know if it will help, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can heal yourself and anything else, any ailments you might have.
And I'm gonna put my cloth back over my mouth and nose.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We all should do that after we detox.
Beautiful. What the hell are you guys doing here without a guide?
Yeah, well, you were asleep.
We had our guide, but he led us here. Right, Branwolf?
Hey,
Yeah, we underestimated
Dwarf,
these
you're gonna get into
marshes.
trouble. Sooner or later, you and I are gonna get into trouble.
But presumably you know these like the back of your hand, right, Blackwater?
Yeah,
Wait, do I?
probably.
Well, you know the way to the house for sure,
Hey!
like the safest route.
Well, yeah,
But
Why don't you
you
show
know that
us?
that very obvious road where people usually walk on. That's where you should keep at.
It-
You know,
I mean,
It was murky.
It partly traverses.
Yeah.
It traverses parts of the swamp and kind of like bends inside, then leading back. But that's where you guys got
had
lost.
people in the group that wanted to get away from a corpse because it smells. We're gonna camp somewhere else, and so
And we heard noises.
we heard noises.
And it
we
was
were
getting
not
dark,
far
you
before
know.
that, so.
Hush, hush. Not true. Cut.
oh, okay.
But now Blackwater would appreciate your help.
Yeah,
then.
we would very.
Obviously, we're trying to make our
If you
way
can
to this
bring-
supposedly haunted
bring
house.
us towards that house if you might.
You
find
remember
a way.
where that is?
Yeah, it would probably be good to move anyways,
Yeah.
as we basically announced ourselves with that fireball
Exactly.
to
That's the thing.
everyone.
There's a smirk on Kadet's face.
Just pointing it out, you guys are not like getting the full rest currently, since you've been bedding down and disrupted. So if
Did
you want
I?
to like still bed down for the night,
then
no,
what-
because you were also like ripped out of the trance.
Yeah, but still,
I could
I only
do-
need 4 hours.
I mean, it's still in the middle of the night.
Yeah, before we decide, DM, do I know how far we are, like from the house or from the other side of the Hool Marshes or something? From the edge, basically.
Give me a survival check with advantage.
What the hell, survival? Oh, God.
It's wisdom.
That's a natural one.
With advantage.
Oh, no, sorry, no.
Yeah, I was going to say. Here we go, natural 20. Come on.
Cancel that sucker out.
That's a 2. So a 0 in theory.
With the modifier.
Great.
Well,
So either a 0 or a -1, yeah, take it.
I can show us the way.
And this is our
the
navigator. Okay.
This is the first DM facepalm of the evening.
Our tall
Well,
guy
yeah,
just...
you're pretty confident. If you keep just eastwards, you should make it to the house back on the road in like 2 hours tops.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no, guys, we should just continue, just move on for a bit, and then we should
Although
be
you
there.
all
That's what
are
I said.
super tired at this point.
No,
Yeah.
we're not going to rest here anyway. So because I mean, as Freon said, we attracted way too much attention at the moment.
I could do with the rest, if possible. Only because it was a long journey before the rest, and also took a little damage then.
Yeah, but like you don't want to stay here, and if it's only 2 hours away, I mean, come on, we're basically
Yeah,
there.
I agree with
Yeah.
Alton.
I think resting in a haunted house is probably much better, anyways. At least it's a house.
Hey, you guys wanted to come here, but
Hey, of
that's
course.
your problem.
I'm good. Lead the way.
Right,
Lead the way.
eastward we go.
Lead the
That's
way.
it.
Yeah.
He seems confident it's east.
Of course.
We go
yeah.
east.
He's following my lead, my man.
I mean, we can't go more wrong than where Bramwolf led us, right? So,
Well, that's...
That's what you.
Oh, you dirty rat.
Look, I
You
looked
dirty
under a
rat.
rug once thinking I couldn't go wrong, and the rug turned out to be a mimic and rustled me to near death, so things can just turn bad.
Just a short note to all our listeners, Bramwell and Freon really love each other. I mean, they really do, but we have to poke fun at each other because, not that you think that we're somewhere animosity in there. I mean, this.
is that so?
Hey, you're the guy that patted me on the butt and sent me into battle. So okay.
And you liked
and I
it.
loved it, my dear. Go get him,
Just get a room,
tiger.
my god.
Yeah, don't take animosity
Yeah,
for
no.
pent-up
Okay.
sexuality.
No, never. Okay, Blackwater, lead the way, and maybe I might learn something. My ass will follow.
I guess, yeah, eastward we go.
All right. It's pitch black. There's no moonlight to light your way.
Should I
Anybody?
should I make my flame so you can see it a little bit?
Can I just super confidently say no because it'll attract the Hool monsters?
Dude, I just let off a fireball.
Exactly. No, we don't want to continue that trail of attention.
I mean, I can see in the dark, so it's not a problem
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I can go up front with Tiala as well. I've got dark vision, so we can make our way.
just
as
kinda-
we keep
But we
going.
won't go away, that's the
you can-
problem.
No, but you can tell me basically what do you see.
Well,
No.
I
You can
see
try holding hands.
marshes.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be really hard
Yeah,
navigating.
we're gonna hold on to
the
each
swamp.
other's belts and something, and
Yeah.
kind of. Do-do.
But Tiala, you still a bear? Do I have to hold a sharp paw?
She's not talking or anything. She's
No,
like,
No, she changed. Yeah, she
Okay.
changed back because she detoxed.
Yeah.
She detoxed.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Yeah, otherwise we could all get on the bear, right? She's strong enough to
that'd be
No.
Well, the cave bear actually is a little smaller than a big brown bear, her usual brown bear form.
No, I don't
That's-
think so.
a missed opportunity.
Should be bigger.
Is it? I thought cave bears would be a little bit smaller.
A cave bear is basically a polar bear, but in a cave.
Yeah.
Sure, makes sense.
Well, it's still a large beast, and it has more
Alright,
hit points,
so
so I
with-
figured it's bigger.
With Tiala helming the front with her dark vision, kind of holding Blackwater, kind of guiding him as well. You try and make your way. The trek eastward to the swamps is just one series of falling to the ground because you can't see, you stumbling over roots, falling into little pits of small little water bodies and crevices in the murky ground. After around an hour passes, your best guess, it's still, you can't say how far dawn is off. You all start to feel pretty tired, exhausted as well. Freon, Tiala, and Kader, you notice at first, you kind of are at the point of, you've been walking around the swamp, you've been attacked, you haven't been able to rest. At this point, you just get the sense you need to sit down for a moment because all of you are getting dizzy in the head. You have problems breathing, your lungs are hurting from the trek as well, and you just feel this general sense of exhaustion coming over you.
Can I just argue that I don't think I would be as tired as them because I nearly completed a long rest because I only need 4 hours, and we had 1 watch and then a second watch, so it would have been close to 4 hours.
That's what you're thinking as well. But for some reason, something in your body is just dragging you down. There's no real explanation for it. You also think, man, I'm like your metabolism. You're an elf for God's sakes. You've never felt like sick or exhausted like this before.
Corona.
It's the Hool Fever.
All 3 of you get a level of exhaustion. As you sit down, that was Frion, Tiala, and Kadir. Which means, in case you don't know, the first level of exhaustion means, hang on.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
That's what I thought.
No.
What?
Disadvantage on ability checks. I understood is advantage on ability checks.
That's a good version. Yeah.
No, you get disadvantage on ability checks.
Wonderful.
But you are just, even though you would like have the willpower to press on, you just all at the same time kind of just sit down and take a breather. Brandwolf, Blackwater, and Kadir, you see your fellow party members just like they've been slugging off for quite some while, trying to make it off. Even like Tiala, your Blackwater, who's been like navigating you, you see her with her flame, but she's just kind of like slowing down, and you're almost starting to like assist her to stand upright.
How far do you think we have, Blackwater?
It's not looking good.
Should be about another hour or something.
Yeah, I don't care how far. I'm just gonna sit down here and don't move anymore. I need some rest.
Me too.
I don't know if resting any longer is gonna help you, to be honest.
Yeah, then move on.
Well, you want to stay here?
Should I carry someone? Can I carry someone to make it easier? I'll take your piggyback, Freon.
Wait, Tiala is also feeling weak, right?
Yeah.
Very weak. Yep.
Kadir as well.
Ah, man.
I'm
This is why
gonna
we
eat and
need a
drink
centaur.
something.
Centaur rides.
You're going to what, Tiala? Drink something?
Eat and drink something and turn into a bear, so we've got 3 hours of 40 feet. So everybody who's slow, jump on me.
Awesome.
Damn.
Be good, yeah.
What an offer.
So pushing through the pain, Tiala offers you to ride on the bear form.
Before we proceed,
But there's no more light currently.
yeah, that's it. Can someone turn on a torch for a minute or two?
Yeah,
just to see if I can recognize the place.
I'll light a torch.
Thank you.
Light a torch. And
Do I see any landmarks or something?
something that he might say, hey.
Give me a
right
perception check with disadvantage because it's friggin' dark.
There's a torch. What's perception?
I got some pretty.
Yeah, torch is good for like, what was it, 15?
Don't look at
I
it.
got big torches. I got big barbarian torches. They
God
make big,
damn it.
big lights.
8.
8.
Oh no, wait, disadvantage. Give me a second. I'll give you even less than that. No, never mind. 8.
8. There's like a tree 20 feet ahead of you or something where you think you might have passed off from the path looking for your friends before. Could be it, but you're not sure.
So what? In theory,
You think you're close to the northern road leading to the house.
Yeah, before turning into a bear, can I do some druid shit and try to find out which way is north and stuff?
Yeah, what's the druid shit?
I don't know, I mean, like, I don't know.
Just druid shit, you know.
Druid shit. Yeah.
Druid shit.
Yeah.
It's a good T-shirt.
Just
Anyone
druid shit.
interested in merchandise, I'm sure this is
Stick
going to be
in water, I
announced
don't
soon.
know.
I'm about to do some druid
Yeah,
shit.
look it up.
You can also roll a survival check if you want
It's
to.
in the
to-
manual. Look it up.
I mean, what exactly is your aim? What do you want to find out?
Not just general
Like
druid
if
shit.
you're going in the right direction and
Know
like
how
eastwards,
to
or
get us like out of the marsh or to the haunted house.
I know you're absolutely crashed, Friam, but does your owl she
She can't see because of the fog.
Oh yeah, we said fog. Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20 plus 6, so 26.
you kind of like try sitting down, communing a little bit with whatever life is here in this swamp. You get the sense that there's like a lot of like vibrant energy within the marshes. There are a lot of little insects. There are things below living in the water and in the ground. There are millions of little life forms, which we nowadays would call bacteria and otherwise, which you can sense are very condensed in this particular biome. And you do get the sense that you're definitely heading in the right direction, which is eastward. But it's you're unable to really like tell any sort of like direction or gain that kind of information from it.
Okay, so on we go.
Where?
So how are you going?
So you're
It's currently dark.
Yep. Tiala's bear form, right?
Tiala
form.
is in
Dark
bear
vision
form,
still?
but she's like super grounded, as is Kader and Frion.
But I would say I can carry the two small ones.
I
So
don't
we are
need any help
faster.
right now.
Yes, but you're slow. That's the problem.
Come on. Again with the size stuff, man. Tiala, did you find anything out of the... Yeah. Of the
Yeah, I'm
Umgebung?
gonna tell them.
Druid shit.
Of the druid shit, yeah.
I think we're on the right way, but I don't know how exactly.
yeah.
I mean, I did recognize that one tree, meaning that the northern road should be nearby, so
Yeah.
I think I can follow that lead.
Yeah. I'll
We could try that.
give you my torch, and then we'll just continue on with our bear carrying the weaker ones.
Sounds good.
All right, so Tiala, even though already stretched to her limit, she kind of like lets Frion and Kader go on top of her, and you start making your way further east. After 20 minutes or so, all three of you, Kader, Frion, Tiala, you get the sense of like slipping away into like from consciousness, also almost like daydreaming. You Frion and Kader, you sit atop of Tiala, kind of like looking around every now and then, nodding off, looking around your peripheral vision, seeing shapes and things, and looking towards it. You can't quite make out what it was, and it's gone again before you can properly take a look at it. After another while, another 10 minutes or so go by, Frion, you just kind of at this moment lose consciousness. The rest of you just seem like slump to the ground, staying there. Like Kader slowly, with a feverish gaze, looks over as well, and also slumps back down, as also Tiala in bear form kind of like hunkers down, changing, reverting her form to her wood elf form back, and also just staying down on the ground. All three of you, as you as you kind of just let go away from the pain that's currently filling your body, making it heavy and difficult to breathe, and having this singeing kind of like tingling feeling in your fingers as well. You all see something in your mind's eye. You see what looks to be a forest and trees around you. You see dark shapes moving in the background, but you can't quite make out what it was, and looking there's nothing. Kadir, you hear this first, like kind of like you see yourself wandering beneath these dense kind of pine trees, just in darkness, feeling the soft roots and other earth and floor beneath your bare feet. You hear a voice somewhere, you're not sure where it's coming from, somewhere in the back of your mind or somewhere behind you. It kind of like at the same time feels like it's all around you somewhere. And that says, "By the darkest river, beneath the leafless trees, I hear her hacking. Her gaze is killing me." Tiala, you also note yourself how you are walking amidst this forest, just wandering between the trees, kind of like you get the sense that you're looking for something or following something or somebody, but you're not sure where it is. It's just somewhere in front of you. And you also hear this weird kind of almost like bodiless voice in the back of your mind and all around you, just filling yourself, like your very being and all of the air around you, saying, "In the rooted branches between the fading light, where wanderers dream fall into forever night, past the blackest heaven, above the dying stars, her tears have broken into a million shards." And now Freon, who has left us currently, who's AFK. I would say we will take a very quick break.
Get something to eat.
before he comes back, and then we will continue with what Freon sees on his mind's eye while being unconscious, before we then return and continue.
Okay.
Welcome to Ambient Realms. Your role-playing sound adventure begins now.
Alright, so returning from our break, Freon, you also have the same sort of sensation of just walking barefooted through a dark pine forest, looking for, not quite sure what it is you're following, but keeping your eyes peeled for something ahead of you. And around you, you hear this eerie voice, which is like echoing in your mind and also around the air in yourself, and you can't quite pinpoint it. And it says, "Through the hardest hour, beneath the cruelest sign, she will awaken among the sleep of mine. I can also write you that for reference. Blackwater, Branwolf, you see all three of your friends just face down in the muck, exhausted, unconscious, but stable, sleeping. What do you do?
Should we pitch tents? And
Yeah,
cover
if
them
we
up?
want to or not, we're going to have a long rest now, Blackwater.
Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
Gonna be
So we're going to pitch tents and put everybody in kind of a safe thing, and
let me do the first watch. Then.
if you want to, because
I mean, everything bad has always happened only at the second watch.
and
so-
you're probably a little bit more rested than we are since we've been. Okay, so well then I'll just prop myself up next to a tree or wherever we're at, and also kind of like after we've bedded our friends down that they're not lying in the muck.
Okay, so you don't leave them.
No. I know where they have their tent, so I pitch them, make a makeshift pitch of the tent that they're safe and sound and dry, and then make up my own and lie down and tell Blackwater to wake me when it's time for second watch.
All right. Then after putting up the tents, still not quite sure how far dawn is off. Guessing a couple of hours. Blackwater, give me a perception roll.
No. Don't do this.
Yes, and bitch.
No but, motherfucker.
Did you extinguish the torch I left for you, or do you still?
Oh yeah, I would like. I would not like.
I mean, you
set
need
any
one to pitch the tents. None of you can.
No, we needed to pitch the tent.
See anything?
We needed the torch to pitch the tent, but then I gave it to Blackwater, and then he can either make up his mind to extinguish it and just sit in the dark and wait for the dawn to come, or.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then do your perception with disadvantage if you
better.
don't see.
I mean, it's
Sorry,
already screwed up, so it doesn't matter anymore. Might as well make it spectacular. Yeah, even better. 2.
Okay, sitting there in the dark, you notice after about an hour of your watch passes, slowly on the horizon you see to the east the pinkish kind of color that slowly crawls up to the blue hour in the sky. You see thick fog that is starting to cover the ground around you, like this real swirly type fog as well. Like when you walk through it, you see immediately how it sort of like moves with everything. Give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Me. Oh, everyone.
Yeah. No, just you.
$18.
18, alright. Your watch comes to a close, and you wake up Branwolf. You get the sense that if you get another 2 hours in or something, you should be fine. There's no don't feel that exhausted. You've been on worse trips, so you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And you currently do only the other 3 have a level of exhaustion, or do you as well?
Me?
I can't remember which you don't have a level of exhaustion.
I don't
believe.
think so.
And it stays that way. So you retain your fitness.
You can crawl into my muffy, smelly bear warm bear rug in there, so that's your
the warden.
You can.
I mean,
at least the tent is pitched. You don't have to use my smelly sheets, but you can. You're welcome.
Hey, it's better than the mug.
Yeah, you're welcome to them. They're nice and dry. No,
Thank you.
Filled with pepper.
I'll
Skills in hospitality right there. Doesn't get much
Peppermint
better than the
schnapps
bear rug.
farts wavering in the air there.
You see, strangely, the fog itself is just like keeping 5 feet off the tent.
Brandon's tent
There's
is
a thicker fog coming from the tent itself.
Thicker fog coming from inside.
Plot twist, the fog is coming from the tent.
Like the whole tent itself is like billowing,
Yeah.
from some sort of gas.
Enjoy.
I put on my mask and go in.
Yeah. I also.
Wait, you've taken that off?
Actually, no, I didn't.
So I prop up against a tree with my mask and kind of.
Okay, Bramwolf, another perception check of you.
Gladly.
As well,
One moment. Where is my? There we are. That is an 8. Not that much. An 8. Yeah, not that much then.
Also, another hour and a half passes, and the sun is now slowly rising on the eastern horizon. Over the marshes, you see long stretched shadows across the fog. Well, the fog is still thick, but the morning sun is coming up. You also, like, walking around the camp, keeping a perimeter, immediately spot some sort of, looks like a path, which is probably the old northern road, you reckon, leading northwards or back to Salt Marsh.
I knew it.
The rest of you all come to consciousness. Brandwolf, give me a quick Constitution saving throw as well, please.
That is a 17. Is that enough?
17. You also still feel you've slept better, but you feel okay. Not fully rested, but good to live another day. The rest of you, Frion, Tiala, Kader, you still keep your level of exhaustion, but you awaken and your body aches. You feel like crap. You have lain there in your sweat. You feel hot. It's still like the air is heavy in your lungs. And you also feel sort of like there are parts on your skin, on your body that just start to itch, and you scratch it as well. But yeah, you now all come to consciousness as Brandwolf is sitting there currently preparing a little bit of breakfast with the rations you have. You can all mark off 1 ration. And you can also all empty your water skins, please, and mark down that you will need new water as well, because you have now also officially emptied your water skins. So yeah, as the sun creeps up and you all kind of like half alive, half dead, creep out of your tents, taking in the first few sun rays of the morning sun, what do you do?
Well, we're going to have to get out of this thing, and since now Blackwater sees better, maybe he can guide us out and get closer to the haunted house, even though at the same time we're going to have to see, because I see that all 3 of them are not feeling well. We're going to have to find a possibility to get them back on their feet, and I really don't know what, because we're not going to have to go into a haunted house to fight any kinds of ghouls, goblins, or ghosts with everybody feeling like shit.
It's better shelter than
I know,
being outside.
It's better shelter, so I'm going to follow you. And does any of you tell us that you guys heard voices or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I had a strangest dream last night.
Okay.
Kind of in a forest, just like mysterious dark shapes, and I could hear a voice. Something about darkest river beneath the leafless trees. I hear her hacking. Her gaze is killing me. Anyone else have a similar thing?
Yeah, I had the weirdest dream as well. Yeah, like basically what you just said, but different words. I heard, in the rooted branches between the fading light, where wanderers' dreams fall into forever night, past the blackest heaven? Was it heaven? Above the dying stars, but tears have broken into a million shards. Whatever that means.
Wasn't there a
Fancy way
warning of a
of
witch?
saying it's raining.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, you said something about, like, what about her gaze?
Yeah, her gaze is killing me. This is what she said to me. Or what the voice said. I don't think it was hers, but it just said, I hear her hacking. So
Yeah, what you guys heard was less of a... Like, the voice was very whispery. It's hard to tell what kind of, like, body or something it came from. It was more of just like this incantation of... just coming back
Weren't we
and forth.
warned about a witch that lives in the marshes, or was that witch somewhere else? I can't remember. I remember something about. I forgot.
I can't recall. People have mentioned so many rumors recently. I don't know what we've
Blackwater, do
heard.
you know any legends or stories of thing? Because I just remember that the turtle said. I think somebody said something. Yeah, if you go up there, beware of the witch of the marsh.
Dude, people around there drink so much they just make up stories as they go. So
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but it's a coincidence that we've had like multiple experiences of this voice mentioning this woman. It's like trying to penetrate our unconscious.
And since you all feel sick and you all heard something, it's kind of weird. Priya, did you also hear something?
Yes.
Did it mention a woman? Also?
Well, could be. Some female person. Yes.
Yeah.
sounds like a woman. Yeah.
Generally, female
Not
person.
necessarily.
You think?
Well, could be a dragon woman as well. Female dragon, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
These weird marsh sounds are kind of like walla 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 walla.
So there was some mention about the North Road. Did we see it spotted now that there's light, or what's the situation?
I think I saw something. Yeah.
Bramble spotted something off to the side.
I saw something up the side. If you want to have a look up there to the side, I think that's probably the main road. It's definitely, when the sun came up, you can see it now. That's probably might be the road that we have to get on to head up towards the house. You want to have a look?
Would it be maybe safer if Tiala led us? I mean, you led us into the swamp. Alton didn't lead us anywhere.
Hey, we're closer to the road. I told you 2 hours.
I found the road.
It will take 12 hours.
Teamwork. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how about teamwork?
Go, Branny. Go, Branny.
For I see more than just two, so
Yeah.
let's just all look.
Depends on how drunk or short they are. But, yeah, I would say let's all head towards the...
How barbaric dense their minds are. Yeah. Okay, so we follow either...
All right, so two of you, whoever is going to... try and lead you to the haunted house. Give me survival checks, please.
Be me.
Cool. And actually, before we move on, did that count as a rest when we passed out? Well, of exhaustion or whatever.
For you, it counted as a short rest.
Cool. Thank you.
That's good enough, yes.
Yeah.
So am I gonna help Blackwater?
I don't know, are you?
Yeah.
Someone join me.
That's a 1.
I've got a 17. Fuck yes, finally.
And you're back at Salt Marsh.
Yeah, easy enough. You check the road a little bit up the ways and down. You're pretty sure this is the northern road leading through the marshes, and if you head northwards further, you should come to the house in an hour or two. So you make your way through the morning area. Different croakings and insects chirpings around you. After 1.5 hours or so, you come to the road opens up a little bit on a kind of clearing, and you hear very faintly from almost as far away the sound of waves of coast further ahead. And as you follow the road in this open clearing, you see perched on what looks to be a little farther away still a little cliff leading outwards, the silhouette of a big estate broken down in a very state of disarray from what it looks like. But yeah, it's currently still about maybe 400 miles feet away.
Does it look friendly?
No, does not look inviting at all.
Could we?
Has more of a kind of foreboding demeanor around it. You recognize it as this being the haunted house, since you also in your childhood have been known for like trying to get close to it with other kids, but nobody ever like fully went farther past the first few front gates that are now just standing there. It's like a small little walled off area, but mostly broken down. There's a lot of areas that are easily traversable. One of the gates is gone, the other one is just hanging there in disarray. And there's like another 100 feet or so of a path leading up to the entry way of the house.
Timmy
Can
never
we
made
see-
it back.
It's not on the map, right? Because
Can we see the ocean or some sort of cliff? Because that they damn it, I forgot his name. Wave Chaser. He mentioned something about that they want to build a lighthouse up
Yeah,
there.
you do see that the house itself, like the path leading to it, kind of like rises steadily, and the house itself is built on a kind of like almost like outcropping. So looking down to the north and to the south of it, you see that the marshes open up on where you're walking now, this kind of like almost plain-like area, and you see that they kind of like end in these rocky cliffs, and that further down, probably 20, 30 or so feet, it's not really high like the shoreline, but it's no beach either. It just ends in these rocky kind of cliffs, and the house itself is kind of like the highest point in the immediate vicinity.
on the map on roll 20, is that where you have the compass at the moment? Is that where we are?
That's
Okay.
where you're
So
at
that
right
little
now, yeah.
out that thing, yeah, that's where the house is sitting out there.
Exactly.
Because I was looking for that house, but it doesn't. Okay. Well then, since the sun is up and we've had a little bit of breakfast, and what should we try to do? Well, first of all, somehow I'm worried about the health of you three.
The question is how much good will it do going into a haunted house with them already halfway sick?
Yeah.
Going back to town would take what, half a day or something
Well,
with a proper guide this time.
the problem is that
Yeah, if you don't get lost,
the problem is that you have to go through this.
a little more than half a
Those
day.
stupid we have to go through that stupid marsh again to get back to town.
Yeah, but now you have me.
Yeah.
But do you really believe that the house is haunted?
No.
Well,
I don't either.
But I believe that you guys are sick as hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm tired. I'm not sick. Dwarves don't get sick.
neither do elves, but the elf is fucking sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't feeling so good either. Is can I see any of these swamp orchids
Well, for
around?
you, it's maybe just alcohol.
Come again, Kadir?
Can I do a perception check on like the
Sure.
The
We'll do a
flora?
perception check, but with disadvantage since you're at level 1 exhaustion.
Damn it. Okay, 5.
Looking around, it's like hard to spot the. It's not really a tree line because the change of swamp and these plain, like dead shrubby area is kind of gradually. But you don't see any like lurking humanoids somewhere off in the distance. You see movement here and there, but you're guessing it's probably some animals, some local wildlife. You see birds flying up here and there as well.
Okay, so not very useful.
How far away are we? 300 to 400 feet, you said.
From the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're currently standing at right now, you're standing at where the like gated entry is. That's kind of like walling off the whole estate as a whole. It's like another 100 or so feet up towards this cliff end where the house sits.
We need to go. I need some water. It's too long a journey back. I think
we all need water. Water is
know.
absolutely. Yeah, we all need water.
Should I have a look first with Tara in case some weird
That's a
surprise
very good idea
awaits us?
since now she can see something.
Because I'm so weak at the moment anyway, I wouldn't be so much use. So if you don't mind, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send Tara off and look through her eyes.
Amazing.
All right. Give me a perception check with Tara. As you send her off.
14.
14. So you send off your little familiar owl, Tara. She flies up.
Sorry. Advantage on perception checks. Yeah, I'll take the 14.
Okay. You sit down, concentrating through her eyes. You see that like the road itself to the house winds through this also, like the way through this rocky coastal terrain all around. You see this coastal terrain up and down, north and south. You are offered like a view of the sea below. You see there are pretty like low clouds that are like kind of forming and hanging, pressing down of you with the sun still beneath them as it still rises. There's like occasional patches of sunlight that are reflected across the water to you as well, giving this kind of very somber feel to the whole area. You notice that there's not many like bird sounds. Like wildlife itself is very almost missing in place. You mostly hear like the waves crashing on the rocks off in the distance. There's a stiff wind blowing in. You see that the house itself has a very like decrepit look as you get closer. You see this where you're standing right now. This old stone-like wall, partly stone, partly there's like a fenced-off, dilapidated like wooden boards that were used as fences as well, and that are just like broken down, and the old stone wall has like crumbled in a lot of places. There's like the entryway along the way leading up. There's like a lot of wild flora that just grows throughout this inner foreyard. But I would say like even though it looks like very wild and overgrown, it still cannot hide like the evidence that this was once probably a very well tended garden that once sat here. You see that near the house on the backside there's a wooden roof over what looks to be like a water well on the back. And there's like tall grass just all around the house that is wildly growing. But yeah, the house itself, it's like hard to peek inside. The windows themselves, and also like the door, there's no door. It's just like broken away or something. It seems to be open. It almost has this sort of like look of just plain darkness inside.
Yeah,
I mean, given that you're like looking against the sun as well currently, out to the east.
I relay that to my companions.
Well, maybe we can get some water. Hopefully
Yes.
that well is still.
Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully that well is still. So it's okay with
And not
with everyone else. Let's head out since the weather is nice and everything is very somber looking. Let's head towards that well and see that we can at least wash up, get some our flasks filled, and then see how we continue. Maybe that'll help you guys feeling better too if you get some cold water in your face. If there's...
Let me bring you guys over
Yeah.
to the house as you kind of like walk up to it. This is what you see. There's like a very wild growing area all around the house. You can't see the well from the front, since where Freon's owl spotted it, it was on the backside. But yeah, there's a big like door in front of you, which is missing, which leads into the main entryway of the house. With yeah, that's currently all you can see. Most of the windows themselves, you don't see actually any window that is still intact on the front side of the house as well. They all seem to be like broken in or completely like broken through with glass missing.
I'd like to go around to where Freon's owl spotted the well, since it should be somewhere behind the house, before entering the house, and really see that we can hopefully find some clean water there.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Just get some fresh water. Maybe that helps us.
All right, you can move your characters around yourselves if you want
Just
to.
not doing this.
So whoever's doing it, you can roll an investigation check for me.
Yeah.
If those with exhaustion do so with disadvantage.
I'll
check
use
the well.
I'll use my ring,
Are you staying?
so that
No,
cancels out the
attempting
disadvantage.
to move on
I
there.
have
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
14.
Who's investigating
I'm
it now?
looking. I'm
Bravo.
looking with a. I
Okay.
have a
Can you also give me a perception check
sure.
at the same time? So 14 for
14.
investigation.
Oh, and a
another
natural
perception
20.
check. A natural 20.
I need those for fighting.
You see walking up to the well, like even before you reach it, there's what looks to be a set of droppings. There's like this big, not really a heap, but this big dump of right next to the well.
Wasn't me.
That's just resting
Yeah.
there.
Would shit in a well? What the fuck?
Not in the well, but
yeah.
next to it.
Oh, next
Who
to okay.
would shat next to a well? It wasn't me.
Good idea for
Yeah.
like a siege
Does
tactic.
it look? Looking at it with my natural 20. Oh my god! The things I use these great dice for. Looking at it, is it fresh? Does it look like it could be an animal or human droppings? God.
Kind of like kneeling down to it, taking a good look,
Good whiff.
examining the remains of this. You haven't quite seen the like. I mean the droppings you're used to of several beasts
Yeah.
and animals don't look quite anything like this.
Okay.
But you do get the sense that it's rather fresh.
Rather fresh.
Maybe not older than a day or two.
Okay. Since I'm a nature man, and upon looking at things, do I see any grains within this dropping, or is it like a meat shit?
With a natural
Yes.
20, I would say that you would best suggest that this is the meat
Yeah.
shit of a
Okay,
carnivorous
that's what I want to know.
predator.
Okay, so
Wow. The only time
yeah.
that you roll a
And
natural 20 is to
is a-
describe feces.
natural 20, what do I do? I find shit. Okay, well, I tell my comrades in arms what I found, and that we should probably be should be cautious, because there's probably a carnivorous beast that freshly shat its way next to a well.
You see in the well itself, like looking at it, changing your focus from the pile of shit to the well, the thing you actually wanted to investigate. You see, looking down the well shaft, it descends about 20 feet or so down into the ground, and still seems to contain what looks to be very clean water at the bottom.
Is there a bucket
There's
or
like a
something we
little,
can lower down?
A little I don't know, what's it
like
called?
kind of like a
Aquifer,
crank or
it says
something.
here. There's like a little crank to the side with a bucket made of metal, which is currently raised.
Yeah, I'd put it down and lower it and see that I can get a bucket full of water and then pull it up. And then
easy enough. The crank just goes down, and easy enough you can all refill your water skins. Everybody's standing next to the well.
I'll taste it. I'll taste it first. I'll taste it first to see if it's okay, and that it's not gone bad or something, or somebody shat in the well.
Okay. Taking like a few drops and trying to taste it. Make a constitution. No. You're good. It's water. It's clean.
It's clean water, and
safe.
it was not hit by the famous wall shitter. Okay, very good.
And nobody has shat in the water.
The well. Oh God.
They call him William Shatner.
Thank you, detective.
For a reason.
The well shitter. Okay, so we fill up our
Blackwater. Give me a perception
What
check.
is he standing next to there? Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
It looks like a loom.
It looks like looking at it standing next to it, it looks like a little outhouse of some kind, which is like broken down.
What
completely.
a shitty adventure.
What is this place?
It's shit everywhere. Oh God. Okay.
Perception, yeah. That's a 6.
A 6. Okay. 1 second here. Okay. So while investigating this little dilapidated outhouse to the side, while the others are busy filling their water skins, you hear
Also kind of.
What?
Yeah, at the same time, I would also kind of help them, assist them while he's checking this out by, dabbing their faces, kind of cooling them down, checking to see if this fresh water and cool water helps them all, helps them all a bit.
You're like the friendliest barbarian.
It feels great, especially since this is like a very cool water that kind of like cools you just a little bit from the inside. And it's just a comfortable experience.
Good. I'm gonna take some cranberry wine now too. Now that I'm hydrated. Yeah.
Hydrated, all right.
Anyone else want some?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So Blackwater. While looking at this, you hear a kind of like a hissing sound to the left of you, coming from one of the trees and between the tall grass to the side. This kind of like noise off to the side, and some twigs branching, and you see almost too late this enormous looking beast that suddenly emerges from between the tall grass, as you see a giant crocodile that makes its way out towards you, and is actually, you rolled a, what was it, a 5?
6.
6. Let me check something very quickly.
There be our shitter, maybe.
Yeah.
It's the ghost.
Big ass shooter. Huh?
Let me check very quickly.
Jesus, he's huge. What the hell?
Yeah,
dragon.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dragon. Well, we've killed bigger dragons, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That shit pile has to be as big as me, at least, man. Like, if it came from him, it has to be big.
Yeah.
I might use that to hide behind.
It is going to get a surprise attack on you because with a 6, it still managed to sneak up on you. So I need you all to roll for initiative.
It's gonna eat you whole.
Except for me, I'm dead.
swallow you.
Exactly, that's it. I'm dead. Can I just lie down already, maybe? Go prone.
Go prone, like last time. So, give me your, let's see here. 25 to 20, anybody?
Does exhaustion come into play somehow? No.
Not yet, no, because you have the ability
Only
check.
the-
Well, actually, yeah, it does. It's also disadvantage on, since it's a dexterity check, it's an ability check, so you have disadvantage as well on the initiative roll. Tiala, Frion, and Kadir.
So roll twice and take the lower
Exactly, take the lower one.
Well, I can't really get lower than the first roll.
Alright, 25 to 20, anybody? Nope. Do we have a 15 to
I have a
20?
19.
19,
Yes.
alright. What's your dexterity,
One
Bramble?
moment. Let's have a look. My dex. Dex is. What the hell's my dex? Here it is. 12. That's plus 1. Oh, would I have to add that then? Then it would be a 20 then. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, then it's 20. Yeah, I rolled 19 and then
Okay.
so plus 1.
Then
12.
10 to 15, anybody? Oh my. 5 to 10?
Oh, Guy, are you guys going to.
5.
Oh my.
Yes, I got a 5.
Alright.
8.
Alright.
Barb.
Okay, so we have Tiala first, then Frion. What did Blackwater and Kadir roll?
2 for Kadir.
Oh, fuck. 3.
Alrighty.
So close.
Crocodile.
And I didn't even have
Good.
disadvantage. Fuck you.
So the giant crocodile will get the jump on you, Blackwater. You see it just immediately threshing between the tall grass out of it towards you. And it's going to try and bite you first.
Bye.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, come on.
There it
Come
is.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
He rolled the
Come
dice
on.
up.
The dice are turning. It is time. So, let's see here. As it lunges forward,
Oh boy, oh boy.
Poor little halfling.
and hits you for a total, as the jaws snap together, you take a total of 21 piercing damage. And you are now considered grappled, as it kind of like just has you in its jaws.
Oh no.
21, right?
Fireball.
21, yep, piercing damage.
I knew I should have just gone prone. Fucking hell.
This is a nasty creature.
Okay, yeah, and that ends its turn, and then we start from the initiative order, which is Branwell first.
Well,
Next time we see a shit like that, we
yeah.
run.
Well, I'm.
Also, actually, yeah, this is currently, it just moved over here. This giant crocodile now picking up with, like, as if he was a little weasel, this halfling in its jaws.
Well, since.
Branwell, you think immediately the words of Eleni Blackwater that echo in the back of your mind that you're going to take care.
Yeah,
of
I will.
Walking him with him, putting him into the danger of the marshes.
I'm gonna eat this thing and shit it out. Let's see. I do not think that what we rested with and this thing that I had some sleep, but that was not a long rest, I believe, or?
It was just a short rest.
Because that means I cannot rage, because to rage I always have to have a long rest in between to be able to rage again.
No, you have several rages.
I can.
You can use.
Okay, then.
How many do you have left?
I've used one, so I have 3 left. Okay, well then I'm gonna rage like a motherfucker.
As a bonus action.
My bonus action, I'm gonna
go into your rage.
Jump on top of this sucker, as close as I can, and attack. Raging.
Alright, so do your 2 attacks with Leroy with the extra attack feature. Since the bonus action was used.
That would be 15 plus 7, 22 with Leroy.
22 hits, yep.
Oh, nice. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11 with Leroy, number 1.
Alright, so you hack into him with the axe. Easy enough, even though this pig is so large, your axe finds a way in between its scales.
I'm trying for the underbelly. The underbelly is soft on Crocs, I know that. So, and then
do another attack with
next
Leroy
one
again.
Is a 21 to hit.
21 hits, yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 plus 3, 8, and 2. Another 10 damage.
10 damage, alrighty. So you managed to hack him twice.
Does he let go of Blackwater, I hope, when I attack him?
Nope, he's still holding on. He still has him grappled, yeah. He can only escape from it when it's his turn to try escape the grappled target.
And I guess as long as he's grappling him, that other he can't.
I mean, actually, let me
attack.
Check something.
Yeah, because if he's holding on, he can't use his snout or anything. He probably could use a tail or something, but.
Good point.
Yeah, yeah, but if he's holding on to what he thinks is his next shit, then he can't bite.
There we go.
Waiting for the DM's wise words.
Yeah, sorry. What did you want to do? You use your attacks.
Kenny, we don't hear you.
Still, or
no microphone is off.
Yeah, that's right. I muted myself by mistake. Sorry. Yeah, that ends your turn. Do you want to move still or something?
No, because I want to be able close enough to that sucker to be able to attack him. Then again, I probably should get away from that tail. So if he swings around, then let me see. I will position myself. Oh, wait a minute. I have to move. Brandwolf. Position myself closer to Blackwater, but a little far from the tail, just in case that he swings around. I don't know how. I'm just kind of trying to be able to help at the same time, not within.
Yeah. I mean, what you can do not now since you've used your action already, but you can say that you ready in action to help Blackwater free himself from being restrained, and then he would get advantage on the saving throw.
I should have known that. I would have done that, but once again, I don't have any actions. Okay, good.
Okay, good. Then it's the giant crocodile's turn again. So you see him having Blackwater underneath his snout, and he indeed sees you after Bramwolf, after he got 2 axe strikes onto him, and he will now try and swoop the tail around and hit you with it.
That's why I went out of the way.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
But I went out of the way. Yeah.
You're
Yeah, I
engaged
know.
with him. You're not
Yeah,
out
of
of
course
the way.
he hits me.
And if you want to move away, he would get a
Yeah,
reaction against
Yeah,
you
he
as well.
hits. He hits. He hits.
All right.
My first damage in the game. I'm not complaining.
Where's my other die? There
Just
we
wait
go.
for the damage itself.
Yeah. Yeah, keep the tail.
You're gonna take a total of 18 bludgeoning damage,
Son of a bitch.
and I need you to do a a strength saving throw.
18. So that's
18 bludgeoning as the tail just
down to 50.
hits
Down
you.
to 50.
And now we need to see if you're knocked prone or not.
If I have a 14, am I knocked prone?
With your strength
Oh, no, strength.
bonus. Yeah, it's a strength
14
saving
plus
throw.
7 is 21. I believe I'm standing strong like an oak.
Yep, so the
Yeah.
tail hits you. It hurts like
That's
hell.
okay. I'll
But you
take
just
it.
take like one step back without falling prone or anything, and just
Yeah.
look into
Scaly shitter.
Actually, please look it up with rage. Don't you have like
wait a
advantage
minute,
on
yes.
anything
Rage.
related to stuff?
Yes.
I need to check as well with the rage on the barbarian.
Rage is the reckless attack, mindless rage, no charming.
You have advantage on strength checks and strength
There we
saving throws. Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to roll
It's
twice
not going to get much better.
and take the higher one.
But
yeah, you
one
already
more.
succeeded, but just
It's
so you-
one higher, so it'll be 22. It will be 22.
Just so you keep
Yeah.
it in mind, you have
Okay.
advantage on it. And also something we keep forgetting: while you're raging, you are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. You always take half of that,
Bring it on, Croc.
so
Yes,
keep that in
okay.
mind. And I think, let me see if that ends his turn.
Can't do much more.
Yep, it does, I believe. So, yeah, but he will still bite down on the target in its mouth.
Not nice.
Which is, hang on,
No.
since he already has you in his mouth. Let me quickly see. Restrained. Yeah. So this is going to be for Blackwater. That's another 25 piercing damage as he bites down on you.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm down. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
So you see the body of Blackwater still in its mouth, just going limp.
I do have a question. He is biting down
Yeah.
on me like pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
Don't all my poison bottles and bombs and
yeah.
potion bottles also everything goes on?
Come on! Surely some
Yes.
of these are extremely volatile, right?
Very volatile.
That's an excellent.
Very good question.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
I'm sorry, what?
Come
Hello?
on, not even a little
fine.
poison.
How? I've got like 4 poison bottles on me somewhere.
and bombs.
Yep, and they are just anything that's broken is first starting to like slowly soak its way through your undergarments and whatever.
Great.
Yeah.
Should I mark?
Siphoning the poison is starting to flow past the reptile's teeth into your wounds.
Oh,
Believe me,
but
you don't
it-
want to play
no.
this way,
hits
Blackwater.
his teeth. It hits his
teeth,
teeth.
yeah.
He should get some of
At
it.
least a cavity or something. My God.
Okay, that brings us to Tiala next.
Okay, so I have a question.
Evil DM.
Is
Yeah.
it like a special thing for the crocodile that it can grapple and at the same time bite? Or could I also like grapple it with my bite and then bite it on my next turn?
It's like an attack it has. I mean, what do you want to do on your turn?
Yeah, I want to ask if I grapple him like on my turn now, if I can then just can bite him on my next turn, but he stays grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I grapple him now, I won't do damage, right?
I mean, if your attack does something that has like grappling as an effect.
No, it
the
has
grapple,
not. That's my question.
You want to like you can use your action to then like try and grapple it.
Yeah, but my question
That is something you can do, but it's not an attack then. But
Yeah.
yes, the crocodile itself has a special attack. That's the thing.
Okay,
Its
no, my
attack
question is
results
just,
in the grapple.
do I have to let him go then on my next turn to bite him, or can I have him grappled and bite him at the same time?
What, in your little wood elf form, like grapple him?
No,
and then
I
bite him,
would
or
I
what?
would turn into a
That's what
bear,
I don't
obviously.
Okay. I would say so, yeah, because you're actively holding him.
Okay.
As a
Then
grapple.
Can't you
I will go
turn into
with-
anything that you've seen, Tiala? So could you also turn into a big ass crocodile?
I don't know what's his rating.
Oh.
Let me quickly see.
And is it
it is a beast. And it's a rating of 5.
Nope, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna turn into a cave bear again.
Alright, getting the cave bear icon back out for you. We're taking the black one again. Oh no, hang on. There we go. Bear. So you change into your large bear form. Let me give you your control. There you go. And putting you up here. There we go.
Okay, so I do have 40 feet now. And I want to try to walk around him.
So you can go like here and here.
So like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you kind of like try and flank him with Blackwater and Brandwolf.
Yeah, and at the same time I'm trying to grapple his tail. That's what
okay,
wanted to do.
the cave bear itself only has like its usual attacks, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what you can do is there we go. There we go. Yeah, and a grapple. Okay, so what we do now is basically you do a strength saving throw, and the crocodile itself will also do a strength saving throw. And if you succeed, then he will become grappled with you. If he succeeds, then he will not become grappled, sadly.
Okay, I can take the strength of the cave bear, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's a 20. Not a natural, but it's not that bad.
Well, I rolled an 18, but he has a +5 to that, so that's 23.
Okay.
So you try grappling and biting down on the tail, but he just throws you off again to the side.
We've killed dragons.
Okay, that's my turn then, I guess.
That was your action, yeah? Do you? Oh no, you use your bonus action to change
Yeah.
into it. Gotcha. Well, Brandwolf, you killed young dragons. You did kill dragons yet.
They still were bigger than this stupid old crocodile.
Good, that ends your turn. Then that brings us to Farion.
Kill it!
Alright. Is Blackwater still in its mouth?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna move around the well, so I have the well in between the crocodile and me. And then I'm gonna cast Hicks as a bonus action on the crocodile thingy-majig.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I'm gonna reduce its wisdom. Yeah, gonna reduce its wisdom.
Alright.
And as my action, I'm gonna send in Tara. And she needs to touch Blackwater with one of her claws, and then I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying through that.
Hex is a
Bonus action. No? Is it not? Shit. If
I'm
it's
not
not,
sure.
then
I need
hang
to
on,
look
let
it-
me
look
check.
it
Yeah,
up.
it's a bonus action. Yes.
Okay. And what was the thing you wanted to do before that?
Move around
just-
the well.
Okay, I just command Tara to go there on her own and then cast as a main action.
Yeah,
Spare-
cast as a main
spare the
action,
dying, right?
Spare the Dying through her.
Gotcha, okay. So yeah, Blackwater is no longer fighting for his life. He's stable, but still unconscious.
You.
Yeah, good
Tara
enough.
floats in and bling!
Very, very honorable.
Okay, that ends your turn. Then that brings
Yes.
us to Blackwater, who can't do anything. They're just unconscious. So it brings us to Kadir. So yeah, you don't need to make death saving throws, Blackwater, since you're stable
For now.
Good.
for now.
Nice.
I'm fucked either way, but yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna attempt to cast blindness. Blindness on it.
Ooh.
Yes, I will indeed. So. That's 17, that's 7, that's 24.
Hang on. You need to. I need to check if you need to roll for something. What's the spell? Is just blindness?
Yeah, well, it's blindness, deafness. You can blind or deafen a foe.
Gotcha. That's what the spell is called.
Sweet. 30 foot range, yeah.
Why can't I open the page not found? Come on, man. Do you know what it does?
Yeah.
Or can you read me what it does exactly?
Yep. It needs the creature that I target needs to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it's either blinded or deafened, and I choose for the duration of 1 minute.
You didn't need to roll. It's just you have
my
to
bad. Yeah.
see it, I believe.
Excellent. Sounds good.
To target you.
And then the Constitution saving throw is my spellcasting modifier, right? Spellcasting.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. So it's a 19. It's got a.
You can make. Okay, it's a 19. It has to. Woo. All right.
Good luck with that
Let's
dice.
see. Constitution saving throw. That's 21.
Come on.
Sorry about that.
No, come on. You're making that up.
Sorry about that.
This is unbelievable.
That is just...
You see, for a quick moment, its eyes go all
This is
black,
just
sort of
crazy.
as if clouded by something. But you see, its fake reptile eyes just sort of coming for the side a couple of times, and then the iris, the yellow iris, is visible again, and it turns towards the closest person around.
But then I'm also. I'm going to spend 2 of my sorcery points to gain a spellcasting bonus action. And with that bonus action, I'm going to cast Mirror Image, which creates 3 illusionary versions of myself.
Yeah, exactly. Where we need to roll again for the
damage.
what kind of hits. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you this little thing around you. So immediately, where Kadir stood, these just kind of this wavy imagery appears, and you're not quite sure how many of them are there. Each of them following along his movements
Great.
exactly without delay.
And also, I will move to. I'm gonna move as well. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just move slightly away from the beast.
All right.
Give me a little space, and that's my turn. Yep.
Then that brings us to
I'm
Branwolf.
trying going through it, but I can't find it on time. I've been thumbing through all the rule book because I'm thinking if I try to grapple or to choke it with my strength without using, because I know there's something, the barbarian and the strength. It was something.
Well, currently you're raging, so anything you do with strength, you get advantage, and you can try to grapple a creature.
I want to try that.
I just need to look up something.
If I can get it, if I can try to, just rip its jaws apart with strength, because there is something about the barbaric strength.
I think the only thing is that it. Where was it with grappling? There we go. When you take the attack action, you can use one attack to grapple, shove, or climb onto an enemy. Now, you can grab a creature which is no more than one size category higher than you. It worked for Tiala because she's large, while the giant crocodile is huge, but since you're medium, it's too big for you.
Can't grab it.
It would work with one step above, which would be large, and then it would be like it was with Tiala, like a strength contest. But it's just too big for your
I was
body.
just thinking because I knew there was something that I can use.
It would be a good idea if it wouldn't be that big. Because you can
weapon,
use your
just
strength as a contest, as a contest, and you're also getting advantage.
Okay, well that was just my idea, but then
you need to attack or be attacked until your next round. Otherwise, you lose the rage as well.
Well, then I am going to continue raging and continue hacking at it with Leroy and Jenkins since I. Let's see, am I close enough? I should be. Let me have to get back to. I'll just move up here and kind of.
That's directly in his space. You can move a little bit to the side, and you would be flanking with Tiala as well, so you get advantage on your attacks.
I'm going to flank him and use Leroy and Jenkins and my rage and everything and my extra attack and the whole shebang. So here we go. Let's see if I get as lucky as you do.
Shebang.
That was a 13, not much of a help. That would be a 20 with Leroy.
A 20 hits.
Am I lucky? 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2.
That does not hit.
Wait a minute. This is the damage.
Oh, you mean damage? Sorry, I thought you were doing the other attack
No.
Right, 8 damage.
No, I want to see you bleed. So that is with my frenziing rage. That's 10, number 1 with Leroy. Then offhand weapon would be Jenkins.
With no bonus to the damage.
With no bonus, so that would be 22 to hit.
That hits.
No bonus to the damage. Not even strength bonus or not the rage bonus. Which bonus is gone?
You get the rage bonus,
but not the strength bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
Because it's your
but
offhand
still, it's
weapon.
a 6 plus 2. That's another 8.
Another 8 in total.
And then
right. Now you have the extra attack still.
20. Come on, 20.
Come on, man, come on.
Drake. 15, that's still not 20. Exact. 20.
Still hits.
Lucky. Okay, so nice, a 5. Plus the 3 is 8. And another 10. My god, that thing.
Another 10. Alright. So you hack onto him. You see the blood is slowly starting to pour out between the scales on this poor beast.
Poor beast, my ass.
Anything else? Any movements? No, you still have movement left,
but No, I'm just gonna stay there.
there.
Try to. So, even though, no, but I can't grab onto Blackwater and pull him away. That doesn't work.
Well, you've used your
Yeah,
actions
so
already.
then not.
Actions
Yeah,
are things I don't
I'm
have.
just gonna stand still and just hopefully.
Also, I'd rather not have my body detached from my
No,
legs.
no. I was. Oh, does he still have you? He still has you in his mouth. Okay, I thought. Okay, good.
That brings us to the crocodile, who now opens the mouth, thump, lets Blackwater fall
That was his
down,
action.
and he will lunge forward towards
He
Brad
opened
Wolf.
his mouth. That was its action. That's it. Next.
Yep, that's a free interaction.
He gets a free
Fireball,
interaction.
go.
My God, all these free actions and 20s that he gets. Yeah, bring it on, beast.
Oh, that's only 11 to
did you snap it? Did you snap next to me, you poor little dumb shit? No.
So he
Sorry.
doesn't snap as Brandwolf goes, sidesteps out of the way. Immediately, the tail comes around.
Misses
Also
me, you scaly
for
bitch.
a 12.
You
12.
scaly bitch.
12 does not hit as
No, I
well.
This
dance
is more
around
like
them,
it.
drop my pants, show my
This
rear.
is-
Meep. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Yep.
And you see the giant crocodile just
I'm so glad
Yeah.
the crocodile's
extremely
not
agitated
blind
by
now.
this.
Remember, I come from the Skillfling lands, you dumb shite. Yeah,
Well, we get our asses out to
yeah,
our
we all
foe.
drop our pants. Yeah, like in Braveheart. Yeah. Next.
All right. Yep, that ends his turn. That brings us to Tiala.
I'm gonna bite.
About quickly, sorry. Hex Freon is only for the ability checks, or also for your attacks against it with advantage or something?
No, it's
I keep forgetting.
it's for his ability checks, and I get additional damage.
Okay, you get additional damage. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, yeah, Tiala.
Yes, bite and claw attack.
Bite and claw.
And I do get advantage, right?
Yeah, since you're flanking
Okay, so first the bite.
with Brandwolf.
Wow. 17.
17 hits, yep.
Okay, and I'm just gonna roll the claw attack as well. I just rolled 2 10s and now 2 14s. The advantage is like not happening at all. But yeah, I guess that hits as well. So 21.
Yeah, 21
Yeah.
hits.
Okay. So the bite is 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the claws, well, 2 ones. 7 damage.
All right. Good.
And that's it.
Yep, he's still standing,
Thank God.
still looking pissed off. Okay, if that's it, that brings us back to Freon.
Kill it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dissonant Whispers again.
All right.
Because it's a creature, right? So I can use that.
It's a beast, yeah.
But that falls within the
Yeah.
creature area. Yeah, wisdom saving throw,
It's only
please,
like
with
stuff
disadvantage.
like constructs, for example, that wouldn't work. Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage for the Dissonant Whispers. That is a 2.
Good.
2 for the giant crocodile.
Oh, that's a shit roll. Oh god, 2, 4.
It's a shitty game.
17 damage.
17 damage, alright.
It needs to run away, so I guess Tiala and Brown Wolf both get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, they do indeed. So whoever, Tiala, you go first, and then
We'll kill
Brown
it.
Wolf.
Do I get advantage as well?
Still flanking?
Yes, you do, since you're still flanking, technically, as he's... Well, actually, no, Brown Wolf, you go first, and you
Okay.
get advantage.
No problem.
Because he's moving away, you know.
So advantage means 2 rolls, the best one counts. I
Yep.
will take the attack roll being a... my gloves, my spectacles. A 23.
23 hits, yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage with good old Leroy is 10. 10 damage. 10 damage.
Alright, so as he runs away from you, you strike and hit him pretty hard. He's looking
Yes.
bad. He moves over to Tiala, and as he moves away from you, you also get an attack.
I'm gonna use my claws and
Yeah, but without advantage in
Yeah.
this case.
22. Should hit, I guess.
22 hits, yep.
And are you kidding me? 1 and a 2, 3 plus 5, 8 damage.
8 damage. How do you want to do this?
I don't know.
Good
I
girl.
just claw into him.
Nice.
That was just the rest.
Alright.
So yeah, you.
I claw into
Maul
him
him.
and I don't know, manage to claw him on his belly or something where the scales are not that hard, and I'm just
Alright.
gonna rip him open.
Take a dump on.
No,
So
I'm
as
a
you,
chest bear.
Okay. Cool.
as he turns away from you, you are able to like just maul into his underside, and you just get a good grip, and with the whole weight of the crocodile itself, it rips itself open on your claws. It's just the guts start spilling out, and it just flumps to the side as blood just sickers into the tall grass around the area.
Hell yeah, that's what I
Damn.
wanted to hear. And it's over?
Is
Yeah.
that it?
It's not.
Yep, that's it. The crocodile.
Dead.
He's dead.
D-I-D. Dead.
Nice. Go
The giant
Tiala.
crocodile.
Go Tiala. Go Tiala.
I'd like to do a perception roll if there's any other ones lurking
Yeah.
around.
I was about to say the
Yeah.
same. Can I try to smell more crocodiles?
Yeah, and I'm gonna look and see.
Tiala, you go ahead and roll with advantage, since you already get
Yeah.
the advantage on yours. Being a bear.
It's a 1 and a 15, so 15 plus. I think I've got a plus 6, so 21. Yes, 21.
Right. So smelling around the area, you smell that the giant crocodile itself is giving off a pretty stank, and your best guess is that it's made its territory, this outer perimeter of this old haunted house. But you don't smell anything else. This seems to be the only creature
Okay.
that was living nearby.
Can I have a look at the windows if anything is moving in there, if anyone took notice of our arrival and the little shenanigans in the
Sure,
garden?
yeah, make a perception check.
I'll use my, hang on, what's it called? The bloody blah thingy-majig. Oh,
The
too
bloody
much
one.
stuff. The All Father's Eye ring, so that the disadvantage is gone.
Oh yeah, due to your exhaustion.
Because it gives me, yeah, and that thing gives me advantage, so that, right?
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So it cancels us out.
23.
looking into the windows you can see from here and kind of going a little bit around the house, you don't see any movement inside. It seems to be rather still.
How's Blackwater looking? Unconscious?
He's unconscious,
Okay.
yeah, but stable.
I have nothing on me. I've got no health potions. I've used them all up. Does anybody have a possibility to...
We have a druid, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm a bear.
You're unconscious, you can't talk.
Yeah.
I sleep
You
talk.
sleep talk, yeah. Help me.
Very coincidentally, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't have anything to help you
left.
either, sorry.
We've used everything up. Now we have to do some heavy-duty shopping.
Oh, but he has... Doesn't Blackwater usually have any well, I tried
Yeah,
that
you
once.
tried that
It
once,
didn't
yeah.
go
You can
that
try it
well.
again.
But, I mean...
Doesn't it look like he was all... Didn't all his poison vials and everything else?
I marked off almost all, like half of what I had.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look what sort of vials he has, and I still remember what I poured into his mouth when I poisoned him. Do I?
The Blackwater, what like potions and poisons do you currently have prepared? What kind of concoctions?
So after marking off the ones that broke, I have 2 poison bottles, 1 potion, and 1 bomb.
Two
Ooh, I'm gonna feed him the bomb.
two poison,
Yeah, 2 poison, one potion.
potion of healing.
That's it, yeah.
So
Anyone
it's
has a resurrection spell just in case?
three vials in total.
I mean, does any of the vials look like the one I gave him before?
Make an intelligence check.
I mean, doesn't...
with disadvantage
you
since
feel
you're
lucky.
exhausted.
In every stream online game, you know, the poison is always greenish, and all the health potions all like red, look like cherry juice. And stuff.
Well,
I
this
do
ain't
have
World of Warcraft.
I do know alchemy. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, that should help.
That's true. You're proficient in.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what.
And I could join
With
in here. as
using your alchemist
drink a
kit
lot,
and
so
also
yeah.
the knowledge, still roll with disadvantage, but add your proficiency bonus on there.
This is not really helping, but it's fine. It's a 6 then. A 7.
God, no.
No, it's a 6.
That's
Sorry.
it, I'm gone.
Then roll the percentile die for me.
I knew I should have labeled these things. I
you should have.
thought about
It's
it
your
last
own
time.
fault.
I never labeled them.
It's your own fault. It's a 70.
70. All right.
Yeah.
You pluck one of the bottles from him. I'm not quite sure, but it kind of looks like the one you fed him before.
But then I don't give it to him.
They all look the same. I like the color orange, and I try to make all of my poisons and
right.
potions
So
orange.
we don't...
Yeah. It's hard to really tell of the fine thing, but you're kind of like looking at them, and they all have a little bit of different shade and opacity to them. It's hard to tell.
Nah, what do you think, guys? I mean, Tiala is still a bear.
You just
I don't
see
know if-
a bear trotting over, rolling her eyes and turning into human. Or as
What can...
as
Kadir, can you do anything useful with people that are in... I'm not...
too late. I'm casting healing word.
Not...
Can't do
Healing
anything
word.
useful. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Are you dense?
No, I didn't mean it that way.
The answer to that is no,
No.
I'm afraid. Sorry, I'm here for like the fireworks, basically.
All right, so Tiala, you cast healing words as Freon is standing there with the potion, debating with himself. How much does Blackwater get back?
Give me a second.
How many hit points?
6 plus 9, 12.
Yeah.
And it's
Alright,
fucking
so
level 3.
So Blackwater, you come back from after the arcane healing energy flows through you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
You see Freon standing with there with one of your healing potions.
I'm gonna turn to him.
it.
Can you fucking mark those potions? Which is poison, which is healing, please?
Do you have a labeler or something? My handwriting is shit.
Do you?
I have a quill and stuff and paper.
Do you recognize your own potions if you see them?
Of course, did I ever smother one of your swords with healing potions?
No, that's true.
We don't know.
Well, you don't know, Brandwolf. You don't know.
It's all a placebo.
Yeah. I never knew. I just go out and kill things.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I just go out and kill things.
Smash ingredients.
Here, have something. Kill. Did it work? I don't know.
Yep, all this campaign. Level 5, 6, what is it now?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just throwing glass vials around.
There it is.
Seem like I want to be part of the adventure
The
group.
barbarian says, "Oh, cool."
So far, fuck it.
Barbarian, everything is shiny and glowy, nice. Well, then have a look at the.
For all you know, it could be Kool-Aid.
Well, have a look at the vial that Freon is showing you. Do you think that would help or harm you?
I just immediately drink it.
Then it seems.
And I
Well, but it would be good if you, as Tiala said, if you mark your vials, just in case, you get in that situation again, like last time against the dragon and the time before in the Vanthrampur mansion and the time before in
why is it always
catacombs.
Why is it always
Put it on H as.
I'm just trying to help you. Next time I'm gonna leave you. I don't care if you die.
Poison, H for health. It would help.
Or just make one red and one green.
Not all orange.
That looks ridiculous. Come on. That looks super dumb.
So he drank it. What did you get?
Who would drink a green healing potion?
So you drank your potion. How much did it help you?
One. I am not the medic of the family. I did not learn the shit properly.
Your health potions are 1.
You are not the cleric of the
it's 1d4.
I get a better buzz off of Kadir's wine.
Hey.
Yeah, me too, but he doesn't share.
Hey, keep your fucking hands off my wine.
See? This is why I keep dying. He doesn't share his fucking wine.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hands off my fucking wine.
Okay, well.
Hey, actually, I love this. Your health potions. It's like anti-theft by making them such a weird color. Like no one's gonna dare taste them.
Oh man.
You never know.
Now,
maybe he's just colorblind and doesn't know.
Since you're awake now and with your 1 point health potion, more or less
halfling, half blind.
Did you say something you could use? You could use a crocodile skin or something? Should we do?
Oh, here we go again.
Carrying around a crocodile skin for 10 months.
Let's see. We can have another head for the ship.
Oh, fuck yes. Perfect.
I just thought.
And we can make a bag out of that.
A crocodile.
But hey, water skins. We need more water skins. There you go.
Crocodile.
Ooh, that's true.
I need some rations. I don't have any food left, so
Crocodile
maybe we can
meat.
at least prepare some of the
I was
meat.
wondering,
I
you
can
guys,
cook it. Fireball.
I mean, just from a DM's point of view, you guys set off into the Hool Marshes because last episode, we don't want to buy anything. No shopping episode. We're going in there with no food, no healing potions.
I wanted to go shopping, but there were all those evil stairs that kind of...
Yeah, because we know how you shop.
But I have food.
I've got food too.
And drink.
I've got everything.
I've got food.
I've got water. Now I can...
And I didn't get
fresh
hurt,
water.
so...
I even...
The funny thing is, Brandwolf has like one character sheet with his stuff on it, and the rest is just like a book on inventory.
This is all
This is all just inventory.
I always have to look at. I should write it together.
I think we're gonna use encumbrance just for you.
No, but no, I have rations. I've got 8 rations left.
Yeah, when we get back to the endurance, maybe we should name it encumbrance. Because it's just gonna have so much shit on it.
Encumbrance.
Make it a trading storage vessel or something.
Yeah. Oh my bad, not the endurance. You know,
Captain.
An amphibious like storage unit.
Yeah.
Mastered by Captain Branwolf the Greedy. Oh man. Okay,
Master
well
of
if you don't want any scale, we don't have to take it apart. I was just thinking, anybody need any crocodile teeth or something? They make a nice necklace.
Yeah, I think I would take like a few teeth, few claws, and some scales just for, I don't know, I got a
knack for that
like
too.
herbalism kit and healing kit. Maybe I can use it for something, I don't know.
All right. So you get a total of 30 scales and 6 giant crocodile teeth.
Can I, in the meantime, just like use my reagent points and fill up my bottles again?
Sure enough, it's gonna take them a while anyway to just.
Anybody else?
Like a couple of minutes.
Since I'm carving it, does anybody else want something else? A lucky crocodile foot to hang around your neck, or some.
This is not Monster Hunter.
Or some of the meat or something. Crocodile meat.
Yeah, I'll take a tooth. I've heard this can be like an aphrodisiac or something. Yeah. Crocodile teeth.
Believe it or not, I'm not taking anything. I'm just distributing. No, I don't. I don't have to worry about it. I'm just hoping. Yeah.
I mean, if we have time, we could make some crocodile jerky, but I don't know how long you want to stay here.
Yeah, doesn't that take like
weeks jerky takes very long.
Probably.
Well, if the house is nice,
maybe we'll stay. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just kind of lay the thing.
Yeah, let's make some Gatorade out of it.
Gatorade. Oh, nice pun. Yeah.
Yes.
Gatorade.
You know, I didn't get a pun in last session,
very
so
good,
I'm making up for lost time.
All right, that's all the time we have for the night.
We're getting silly now.
Cadet will remain all night, guys.
But
so
you know what?
We'll
just make a crock of Gatorade. A crock. Okay, now it's getting stupid. Okay.
Right, I'm out.
Good night, guys. Really pleasure.
When they are looting the thingy, the crocodile, I'll move around the back of the house and have a look if there's if there's doors open or if I can see anything unusual. Because from the first look, the house is dilapidated and no one lives there. But if there, I don't know if there's any more. If there's any signs of people or something living there
what's
or being
that in
there.
front of you there? Is that like a what does he see there? That looks kind of weird. Is that like a
using your investigation check from before, you see that there's like some on the backside of where you are right now, there's like some other small little looks to be like storage crates that are like broken up and just empty. But to the side, there's another door that seems to be leading in a back room of some kind, and it almost looks like the way it's set up. There's like a set of broad windows next to it, and you kind of like make out what looks to be because it's like very dark inside, but with your dark vision, looks to be like maybe a sink or something, some cupboards further in the other side of the room. But yeah, there's another door, and it's the only door you've seen so far aside from the main entryway one.
But the door is this one over here? The one on the
no, it's the here. There's another one here.
Ah, right okay.
I'm gonna have a look in the outhouse if there's anything in there except the smell. Even though,
make an investigation check.
If there's, it would just be interesting to see if there's that. A 13.
The outhouse itself is totally like broken down. All you find is just wooden boards and lots of weeds growing everywhere. This
Has
hasn't
not been used.
in
Okay, so no
lots
life.
of years.
Any keys? Hidden keys or something? I mean, we don't know if the windows are broken, right? So we can just hop in. Yeah, fuck it. By the way, I labeled all of my
that's very
potions and
nice.
poisons and bombs as well.
Bombs.
Just in case.
How did you label them?
H is an H
Tiara,
bomb.
can I steal your quill for a second?
Yeah.
No.
sure.
What are you writing on it? Is it like proper
Oh no, it's
health
no,
potion?
it's a secret code that I developed.
Yeah, exactly.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
1, 2,
Cool.
and 3. 3 is the bomb.
3 is the bomb.
1 and 2 is
Yeah, 1 and 2 is we don't know which. Yeah. Make one good. Okay, so 1 is good and 2 is bad.
Then yeah,
good
more
for what?
lethal.
For attacking or for healing?
Yeah. Good for what? Okay, so no keys, no nothing, and I guess we can walk around the other side and probably meet up. Even though is Freon still in the back there, or did he walk all the way around?
Well, no, I'm moving around
Yeah, I'm
the
going
house.
to move the other way around and kind of meet you. Also, kind of just look and see if there's anything else, any other movement of some kind or anything else around. Just checking here, kind of peeping into the windows once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, looking inside, it's hard to see from outside since it's very dark.
Yeah.
And the parts where the windows are broken, you see just a bunch of like broken down furniture in parts. You see partly the rooms have different setups. Some have furniture, some seem to be empty. There's a lot of cobwebs around. There's a lot of dust everywhere. Broken down boards that are strewn across the floor. You see partly parts of the hang on, what's it
Inventory.
called? No. There's a nice little word here. The tapete.
Oh, the tapestries
from the walls.
Tapestries.
The tapestry, that are basically just peeling off the
Wallpaper.
walls and lying
Wallpaper.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well done.
Is the house made out of wood or stone or something more robust?
It's mainly wood.
Good there.
Fireball.
There we go. Like you guys just wanted to solve whatever problem was in here, right? Was there any mention of like what the state of the house should be by the time you're done with it?
No.
Well,
No, but I would like to go
Yeah.
inside because there were supposed to be books in there.
oh,
And
After that,
Yeah.
you can burn
Treasures.
it.
And there's supposed to be treasure. Yeah, didn't somebody say something that there?
Yeah, treasure hidden in walls.
Treasure hidden in the walls and stuff.
that's right.
well, if you burn the walls, the treasure's gonna come out.
But maybe the treasure will get destroyed or
It
something.
could be something very paper or something, parchment or something. Yeah.
That crocodile thing, that was the first time I saw something like that, or we saw something like that, or
Yeah, was this an indigenous beast, Blackwater? Would you say? Yeah.
yeah, I was wondering that
Yeah.
as well.
I did not see this as a child, or else you wouldn't see me
Okay.
here.
Because I mean, it was supposed to be an alchemist's house, so I wonder if he did some sort of
Yeah, you're right.
Conjuring.
I don't know, Frankenstein
Super
experiments,
duper croc,
and that's what came out of
Super
it.
croc. Could be, yeah.
I mean, Freon and Blackwater, you can both make a nature check.
Would be a good idea, especially since Freon knows all about monsters and stuff.
Freon with disadvantage, of course.
But I
Yeah,
use my
good.
book.
Huh?
I use my book.
Nah,
Nah, come on.
26.
26.
Where's nature? Haha, 15.
15. Freon, you can definitely tell that it seemed natural, the kind this beast was. You didn't see any shenanigans done to it or any kind of mutations. And Blackwater, you know probably that this is something that must have like wandered in from the swamps and is actually like quite common, at least what poachers and other hunters would tell, and other like people that would traverse the swamp. I mean, the Hool Marshes are full of dangerous beasts, be it like giant crocodiles or weird trolls or other snakes and poisonous monsters. But yeah, it's definitely something which isn't. You would say it's natural for the region.
How are we still alive after going through that?
I don't know.
Hellhole?
I don't know. But before we enter the house, if Freon's gonna come around and meet us, should we go in through the front door there, or what used to be the front door, the front entrance, main entrance? And before we do that, should we? I don't know. How long did you guys want to continue on for today?
I'm
I mean, we can stop for tonight before you
we
guys
go
get
into the house. Yeah.
the haunted mansion.
Sure.
Yeah. So we kind of all meet at the main entrance there. Well, you said that there's no more door there. It's just like an opening.
Yeah, it's just this opening in the front, and there's one smaller door on the back side of the house leading into a room directly.
Okay. So I go get the rest of the crew and just tell them to head on to the main entrance. Yeah. Or Freon, do you want to enter through a specific?
Or do you want to try the other side?
No, but I mean, do you want to all go through the front door?
I would prefer to go through the other entrance.
Through the side entrance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the back side, yeah.
Through the door in the back.
I don't care as long as we all go together.
Yeah, I don't want. We shouldn't. One thing or the other thing. I wouldn't break up the team. So.
Mm-hmm. It is a haunted house, so.
Yeah. And I don't want to be the backdoor man. I'm your backdoor man.
Alright, so you decide to choose the backdoor entrance.
For the side. Which one was it? We have to look and see. There's one here on the side. Oh no, that's a window.
There's one where Freon's standing basically.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, let me join up there with you. Let's come around. Whee!
Okay.
And then we'll go there.
As you basically step up to that door, Freon, Kader, Tiala, all three of you get a very brief flash in your mind's eye of somewhere between two trees, a creature with a pointy looking face, faceless almost. You see no eyes, you see no mouth, no nose, just this kind of whitish head coming to a point with roots and twigs kind of standing off to the side, just leering with a clawed hand aside from a tree trunk in your direction. All three of you get the sensation at the exact same time, just this brief vision in your mind's eye, and you all result in a heavy migraine attack, headache. As you all kind of just stop for a second and then come back.
Okay.
That was weird.
And you still feel like crap.
Okay.
You guys okay?
Yeah, everything.
Maybe we should sleep.
That was intense.
Yeah.
I'm having
I'll
more
just vomit on the doorstep.
Barf.
Alright. Leon is standing there, just throwing up the little bit of breakfast you guys had a few hours before.
Crocodile bait.
Well, should we not enter first and see and make sure that you guys are okay?
Yeah. Should we rest before going in?
Can we rest? Can we camp anywhere? Yeah, get a full rest I could do with reviving some.
Since there's no more crocs around and there seems to be no more beasts around, maybe we can.
DM, I'm assuming that the marsh or the marshes fucking hooliness is not as intense around here.
It's what you would gather, yeah. Their territory is more deeper into the Hool Marshes themselves.
And there's logs around back.
Yeah, so
some logs with.
Why don't we pitch up a tent and what time of day is it at the moment? Because we wandered around.
Well, right now the sun is like steadily climbing. It's probably around 9 or 10 or something in the morning.
You just want to take like a day off and catch an early sleep or something if you can sleep. Since everybody's tired.
I mean, it's a haunted house, right? So ghosts come out at night, so we sleep
during the day,
during the day and go in at night.
That's an idea.
Makes sense. Yep.
And if it's not a haunted house, and like I'm thinking that it's some kind of maybe a front for smugglers or something, then if we're hanging around in their garden for about a day or so, somebody will come out and say something. So
why would you think it's something?
I think they're hiding something.
No. The smugglers don't hide so far from.
Or that Crimson Brotherhood or something like that. That might have, there might be a steps going down. They might have a whole underworld of their some kind of like a lair or something. I just don't believe in this being a ghostly mansion or something. But we don't know, so we're gonna have to try out. But but that's an idea. Should we? We should.
How big
pitch up tent and rest to nightfall.
I'm gonna climb. There looks like there's some huge tree at the back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep in the tree. I'm gonna climb up and sleep in the tree.
Yeah.
We have tents, man.
Yeah, we have.
Nah.
No, but
just in case, it's like a vantage point. I feel safe up there.
I'm gonna sit up here next to, free on my back against the wall or whatever that is, and just kind of. I don't think we have to pitch a tent. I'm just gonna rest in the shade.
Those 2 trees that we saw, they are not around here, are they?
Oh, in your vision?
You mean in your mind's eye? No, they look like completely other.
Okay.
I mean, the trees here on the cliffside and also in the marshes, they are of this very like old and gnarly type, kind of like twisted in their appearance, and the trees and woods you saw in your visions are more of while the ground and parts had like similar appearance of like big gnarly roots that kind of like converge across each other and stuff. The trees themselves were completely different and are more like of the pine variety.
Yeah. Okay.
And sorry to be paranoid about sleeping in a tree, but I woke up in such a strange way this morning with like a razor to the neck or something.
Okay. We
So,
understand.
as you guys sit down and bed down in your various different arrangements, that's where we're gonna stop then for tonight and continue next week.
Awesome.
It's so tempting to push him off with Mage Hand.
Do it.
Fireball.
We'll see. You get your chance next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down in case I forget.
And I'm going to ready an action actually in case he tries to use Mage Hand. And that action.
Yeah, but please remember this for next time because I certainly won't.
Good. Yeah, I'll ready Fireball as a reaction.
Jesus.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna give a shout out to Jake who listens to us and paints, and I thought that very interesting.
That's awesome.
To December and I already wrote as a comment. And Jake, if you're hearing this, send us a picture of what you paint when you hear our crazy adventures. I mean, You're either a very talented or a very, very sick person who's inspired to art from our misadventures. No, big shout out and to all our listeners and to for putting up with us. I think that's a great thing that we have to acknowledge that all three of you. No, there are a few more. Okay. So Bradworth the Barbarian is signing off.
I see you
hear you
next
next time.
Bye-bye.
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 I'd rather not have my body detached from my legs.